Summer nights I had a dream, a harmless fairy. It tickled my hope, I became a little fairy. Caught in passion and idle stories, all good in theory. Till it craves like a monster running on an engine. What if I gave all I got and got back nothing? Maybe I've gone a bit too far, I should have checked all the doors. If you tell me just one more time that I'm still young, I might just cry. Is there an exit or a start button? Give me a chance. Let me create my world in pink and blue. Is it too much to ask of you? Do dreams come true? The flower grows in the darkness, I fought for it to happen. Waiting nights for a light to show the way.
Cek, halo. Halo, halo.
Halo adik-adik, selamat sore. Apa kabar? So good to be back. Mina Aidin wal Faidin. Mohon maaf kalau gua nggak banyak salah, ya. Amin. Halo, apa kabar? Halo, apa kabar? Bang, kangen sama nih, aku juga kangen. Ada yang hilang aja tuh pagi-pagi. Hai. Kita absen pertama abis lebaran ya. Halo Pendi, halo Raihan, halo Pak Hesa, halo Pak Hujan, halo Pak Reja, halo Pita, halo Apis, halo Budi, halo Lux, halo Parda, halo Pom, halo Sayo, halo Adit, halo Faisal, halo Hasbi, halo Ranspi, halo Bip, halo Bayu, halo Depin, halo Mas Rifki, halo Pelbu, halo Juaniko. Ada Paci, Pak Player Batin, Paci, halo Pindra, halo Pasri, halo Nicholas, halo Cebol, halo Parda, halo Jaraja, halo Groot. Halo siapa itu? Halo Febri, halo Morfo, halo Link, halo Adrian, halo Tama, halo Igede, Perbitas. Allah, panjang banget nama lu. Halo Nunas, halo Nana, halo Nauj, halo Najli, halo Panur. Amin Ben, iya. Aku, halo Mr. Ilahe, alah pusing banget nama lu. Halo Pais, halo Widodo, halo Elna, halo Links. Oh, bentar. Sebentar adik-adik. Ini gua doang atau setelah lebaran kok banyak abu ya? Halo Sanskerta, halo Aul, halo Raju, halo Cangci Men, halo Irwan, halo Bocil Sakoy, halo XP, halo Perin, halo Jero, halo Kir, halo Hase. Aku telat gak? Enggak. Kok banyak abu ya? Nunggu THR itu Ben. Nah, jadi gua rencana hari ini mau bagi-bagi THR melewat darah kaget, tapi rulesnya begini. Jadi ini VCT kan ada 3 map ya. Sebentar kita sambil ngobrol sambil lihat intro guys. Nah, VCT kan ada 3 map. Nah, di tiap mapnya aku kasih 1 THR gimana? Nah, ini sebelum mulai gue kasih dulu nih. Tapi di stories Instagram ya. Yang belum follow silakan tanda seru IG. Soalnya ini yang bisa live story gue cuma follower. Gitu bro. Iya gak bro? Nah sabar, gue siapkan dulu ini ya. Dua anak kagetnya. Sorry gue gak bisa ngasihnya pas hari H ya. Soalnya kan waktu dari sebelum lebaran gue udah bilang gue bisa aja ngasihnya H+ bro. Ya BCA nya error, mantap. Nggak jadi guys. Woi, yang bener-bener aja nih Bang. Tidak dapat sampai lampunya hijau. Lampunya biru mulu nih. Ya merah. Oh udah bisa. Emang harus marah dulu. BTW Garnet gak dimainin loh guys.
Our final
Anjay.
best of 3 at week 5 of VCT Pacific 2023. And it's
Aduh!
against Zeta Division.
Ya minta izin ya biar John.
One win to regain their confidence. Zeta meanwhile trying to continue to build
Bangkangan.
discovered here in the beginning of the
Iya biar John. Mau player batin biar John. Dah, makasih bos Rifki 50.000 ya. Bos Rehan makasih udah jadi member lagi. Anjay. Sudah setahun. Bangkangan. Gila legenda bisa kasih THR, Bro. Bentar ya, bentar dulu. Live streaming adik-adik watch party sambil bagi-bagi THR sungai ke YouTube dimulai ya. Di tag link ya. Udah apa Birjon? Nah jawab apa aja iya, player batin bos Rehan ya. Terima kasih 1 tahunnya. Anjay. Wow, THR untuk para abu dari bos XP. Terima kasih 10 gift member bos. Langsung ya, penghijauan dikit ya kan. Hap. Ini nggak bisa lebih lama lagi nih. Ngentot si Birjon ya. Anjing Ripcat dapat lagi. Gokil. Bangsat kamu Ripcat. Anjing Pante dapat si Pante. Berisik. Gue udah gak puasa nih bisa teriak-teriak nih. Oh ini error nih media share guys. Wah. Nah gitu dong. Oh mau yang jangan. Mending like dulu sampai 100 ayo. Ini gue lagi menyiapkan dana kaget dulu untuk kalian sebentar ya. Dapat bro. Oke anjing. Bentar ya. Kita isi dana dulu. Oh iya BTW adik-adik ini bagi-bagi THR jangan dilihat nominalnya atau apanya karena nominalnya udah pasti banyak lah. Nah, bercanda maksudnya. Jangan berkecil hati kalau tidak dapat ya, hanya bagi-bagi THR kan ada banyak, saya cuma satu di sini pusing ya. Gitu. Halo Abu Jasad. Yang baru join boleh di-like dulu adik-adik ya. Abu siap Bu, 10 abu tuh. Siap-siap 10 abu di-like dulu. Yang bagi-bagi THR bukan gua doang nih, ada bos-bosan, Bro. Moderator maaf. Map ban. Bentar ya, gue lagi siapin dulu. Picked up from Talon's side. I mean, obviously a very common pick here in Pacific, but Talon's pick and then Zeta to ascend. I mean, just a very traditional lineup so far. Bang Dik bagi THR di YouTube atau Instagram? Oke, yang berdoain kita bagi-bagi THR di Instagram. Oke, jadi yang belum follow silakan. Jadi nanti bagi-bagi THR-nya ini sebelum main gue kasih THR 1. Nanti map kedua 1 lagi. Nah, kalau sampai map 3 gue kasih 1 lagi, oke? Bos, terima kasih 10 GB membernya, silakan yang Abu boleh di HP ya. Ntar nyobain Star Rail apa tuh Ferin, game apaan? Star Rail? Game apa tuh? THR khusus top 5 hour ada nggak? Mohon maaf ini mah kalau misalnya masih di Nimo mah ada. Tanggal 26 game baru. Oke, nanti gua cek aja ya. Kita fokus ke PCT dulu nih, udah partner ya, tolong lah adik-adik ya. Tuh kan, Garnet S gak main guys. Patipan sekarang menjadi raja ya bro. Wow. Oke. 10 pertama adik-adik sebelum gamenya mulai ya. Sabar. Dana kaget. Kita siapkan dulu nih.
standard composition for them.
Mount.
Curious to see if this works out for Talon. They're having a lot of fun. They don't, regardless of the schedule or what has happened so far, Talon will always have those smiles on them.
Absolutely. Talon coming in with a bit more of an aggressive composition with the flashes and the rays. Meanwhile, Zeta going for a very traditional composition with the Sova and the Jet. Let's see how this pans out in map 1. Let's have our over to casters up on stage.
Thank you very much, Des, for going ahead and priming us for this.
Oke, ini untuk 10 orang random, jadi pasti yang dapat pertama ini harusnya lebih lebih banyak gitu ya. Untuk 10 orang random, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Kita coba dulu. Kok enter ya? Oh ya. Share to friends. Sabar ya. Oh iya, lupa guys. Guys, ini map 1. Lupa.
I mean, this was one of the maps that really kind of set the stage for them all the way back at Lock-in. You think about that first performance, Bruce going off, newly picking up the IGL role, which is now since shifted back over to Fox. But
Bar gue lagi nyari foto, gue lupa naruh di mana.
Coming into this is now his 8th unique agent. Yes, that's correct. Yeah, he's only played like the Harbor twice in a row. Everything else he's played once, and that includes things like KO, KJ.
Lupa bro, sorry bro.
Gecko, Sage, Harbor. Now we finally get back to Pat where we want him to be on the duelist. Might not be the Jet, but praise, I'll take it.
Nah, mantap nih. Kita kasih link.
Okay, well, blinds are out. Last and 10 gonna be able to find 2 kills. Shooters here answering back 1 as well. And yeah, it is a pretty damn fast one, as
apa
you
sih?
say.
Oh, goblok.
Great analytical read on the game
What can I say? I looked at the map and I'm like, yeah, that's gonna get spicy fast.
It's gonna be a bloodbath. And it was.
That was
Goblok salah, sabar.
The extra amount of reinforcements there seemed to really help Zeta. Good fault line in there as well.
Kita fokus ki aing.
Stuck out on an island here and I know he may not like.
Oke, yang mau ngambil THR siap-siap ke Instagram gue ya, tanda seru IG adik-adik sambil kita nonton sambil mengambil ini THR ya. THR 41. 41.
But yeah, I actually, another thing worth noting is that this is actually the same lineup we did see. It was Garnet, so it was one of the first times, if not the first time.
Nah, oke. Saya upload sekarang. Fotonya ketahuan. Saya upload sekarang. Ya, silakan adik-adik. Selamat untuk yang dapat ya. Nanti gua lihat nih siapa-siapa aja nih.
Crow, somebody that we have finally had more to talk about after last week's games, and certainly is someone that we're going to have our eyes trained on this year.
And I mean, that's huge for Zeta.
Ngentot 1 detik 100 orang yang buka. THR, ini lagi bagi-bagi di Instagram. Telat semenit, makasih gocapnya. Kagak bisa kepencet ya. Sayang sekali, bro. Gue juga kemarin gak dapet tuh yang dari Magic, OC. Lagi bang, nanti bang di map kedua ya bang ya. Kita sambil watch party bagi-bagi bang. Tai. Berisik banget si Birjon. Birjon, aku baru streaming sebentar, diam. Aneh banget gak bisa dipencet. Iya, aneh memang. Ini gua klaim sendiri ya. Kocak lu. Mana sih winnernya? Oh ini, Hore ada yang dapat dana kaget kamu. Si Pom kagak ada ini tuh, kagak ada namanya. Anjay, Sain Kun, terima kasih Sain Kun 10 member ya. Berisik, Birjon. Berisik.
Laz as well, another one that, especially in that last series, was looking very much like his former self, finally fully acclimating to this initiator role.
Ada yang dapat 600 perak, lumayan tuh buat pajak member ya, pajak member lumayan itu. Lumayan buat pajak member. Bercepat banget orang-orang ya. Ditunggu nanti part 2-nya di map kedua, oke? Kalau sampai map 3 kita kasih lagi. Kamu 8-1, nggak apa-apa. Tenang aja, nih di live chat mungkin ada bagi-bagi gift member. Bagi-bagi gift member. Bagi-bagi member ya. Terima kasih telah semenit ya gocapnya ya. Kocak sama-sama Beer John nih yang nge-gift. Aku dapat 600 perak. Alhamdulillah, rezekinya Dwi memang. Saya terima kasih 10 bulannya. Gue 7 detik aja telat anjir. Orang gue buka story gue sendiri langsung 100-an anjing tadi. Oh, gue tahu nih yang kedua, gue punya video. Oh, kurang ajar lo orang ya. Bentar ya, sabar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 plus 24 follower. Let's go. Pom, terima kasih nih bagi membernya Pom. Gipari welcome back, terima kasih udah join member. Kan jadi nggak nonton kan kita kan. Emang nih perlu disuruh dulu nih. Goblok ke save. Pantesan setak follower nih. Ternyangkut di YouTube. Buruan map 2 bang. Rewel. Ran, terima kasih untuk membernya. Tangan-tangan Dajjal cepet banget. Allah, makasih 4 buatnya Rahman ya. Padahal lu juga dapat member kan lu. Oh. Tutup bet. Oh iya lupa. Raihan makasih 3 bulannya.
Go out, Depp only able to clear one.
Ben.
Shock just pursuing him, forces him out of heaven.
Mau ngebet gue Ben.
Buruan ah.
Stuck back in. There's the
Kocak.
drop down. He's not ready for it. Sushi lands, finds the kill.
Ran, terima kasih Gipemre Ran.
Well, going to be taken down. Jit Boys traded out. Breachless on either
Coba
side.
cek dulu Tio.
Very much there. As last is the last
Bacot si
one
Udin
standing.
anjing.
Singular shock dart gets the reveal onto one, sends out the spam, but has to pull back away. Winning this would be miraculous. The shot's not really connected to the box, but Cruz does. Comes in and Talon tie it up.
Yeah, this was a
Tutup,
better
bang.
entry this
Wah.
time from Zeta, but a really
telat tutup, bang.
even with that rolling thunder coming through, just kind of buying a little extra time.
Ini pengen lihat nih, tiba-tiba main lagi pasti kalah lagi nih.
Anything to react to.
Gak main aja kalah.
A few extra seconds, and again, a good entry from Pro, and you know, Depp just not really ready for that drop down. Nobody watching that angle from this ramp side of A, and so that kind of just breaks the side open, and Talon does a
Jadi
nice
sempet
job.
ngebet. Wah, lu juga ikut-ikutan lu Din ya, kocak lu.
Really good stuff from Talon so far. Now
Weh,
Zeta,
like-nya setak, kocak.
Itu bundle yang baru jadi arcade ya Ben.
Arcade, keren udah kelihatan banget dari night market.
Itu gimana sih dia? Kayak apa sih? Pasti gue gak ngerti deh.
Jadi finisher sama finishernya beda-beda, warnanya beda-beda juga konsepnya.
Berubah.
Iya. Efeknya beda-beda. Kalau lu buka senjata gitu sama nembak beda-beda. Udah dulu udah sempet ada Jik skin arcade tuh. Cuman skinnya biru, iya. Ceritanya biru, terus dihapus dari Valorant. Nanti next agent tuh gue udah lihat leak juga. Agent 008 gak tau apa tuh. Kalau kata orang-orang sih temanya Kingdom gitu.
Dari yang video Sentinel kan?
Apa? Nah gue lihat di YouTube gue.
Kalau saya sempat lihat deh kayak ada video Valorant gitu Ben. Kayak lagi ada agent gitu. Nah yang 8 ini lengkap dari 6 langsung ke
Oh iya.
dari 7 langsung ke 9 deh.
Betul. Ya itu ya. Mal katanya temanya kayak Kingdom ini, apa Kingdom bundle kan ada tuh skin awal-awal.
King itu berarti.
Gak tahu. Cuman kalau kata viewer gue nih RRQ Kingdom katanya Jing.
King gitu. King baru King nanti namanya.
Really focused and really playing together. That's the big thing here for Talon today. It's going to be the coordination. That's the thing that's been killing them.
Suka warna yang apa? Gua sih yang DDR ya, sama yang itu, sama yang apa? Street Fighter.
Gue sih kebanyakan pakai Phantom, aneh pakai Pandal.
Sama Jik, gue tadi malam juga gak bisa main panel, lihat karir gue dah merah semua Jik. Puyeng gue anjing, emang gak boleh main tuh abis pergi-pergi tuh.
gets in behind, but
Astaga, Jik.
pivot, finds that
Patipan.
kill, but eventually will get traded. 1 for 1 thus far, but Crow taking a nasty shot of damage, down to 46 now. Ooh! Oh, Jit Boys just jumps up.
Udah reja, tembakan nggak kena.
Now,
Oh.
no smoke, so good luck getting yourself onto a site. And from here, with money as bad as it is for the side of Zeta, see what the
Patifin ini.
decision making is going to look like.
And you got Cruz already pushing pretty far out of C main, so Zeta needs to get a move on or be
30 seconds
you know,
left.
have their heads
Nge-wife
on a swivel
ultinya,
here
iya
if
nih
they're
bang,
gonna catch
nge-wife.
this potential flank. Actually, Cruz is backing off a little bit because they kind of lost track of Zeta. The call seems to be coming through
Bentar,
to
headset gue udah penuh
shift
belum ya?
their weight a little bit more towards the center of the map here, or at least
Ntar kita
fall
habis
back into
nonton,
heaven
restream
now.
bentar langsung
See
main kali
how
guys ya.
Fox and Jit Boys want to handle this. You got the two initiators, some
seconds
flashes
left.
in hand.
Really
Alhamdulillah.
misses him, and Laz goes back over towards Stewart. The push out of Heaven. Fox will find 10. Now just Crow and Laz left alive to try to keep this site defended. Trailblazer going to get cleared. Shock Dart up into Heaven to try to force them back, and does so. Buys a little bit of extra time.
Gue pengen main pakai cara yang Ascendant dan cara apa nih?
Ascendant, Car.
Make sure that there's someone in hell to get paranoid.
Ose kayaknya. Ose apa Diamond ya? Oh, Nugi.
Nugi mau Ascendant.
Diamond 2.
Shock Dart goes in, will tag him down to 55.
Bisa main sama Ascendant. Belum sih Imo ya?
Bisa Ascendant 3.
Push on the corner, Jit Boys for the finish.
Ntar aku Udination banyak skinnya enggak Udination. Banyak
Yeah,
sih
I'd like
Udin.
to see Zeta kind of abandon trying to play that hell position a little bit. There's
Punya band
the
Vandal
utility
lagi deh.
coordination
Apa
just too good from talent for clearing. it. They
Araxis.
clearly got a
Araxis
good
punya
read
nggak,
on
Din?
it. That's the spot that Zeta likes to hang out in. We see depth,
Aduh, ini kocak banget
si
si Dep.
multiple players
Phantomnya kalau
underneath
nggak
get identified and taken out
River,
quickly and
Recon
efficiently.
lah.
from
Ada,
the
dia.
talent. So now
Anjing
you
ada
need to look
semua.
at a
Ada
little
dia
bit
si
of a
Udin
different
anjing.
setup here post plant for Zeta. I know it's an on-man situation. It's going to be a tough one no matter what, but don't make
Bang,
it
THT,
easy.
Bang.
Don't give them that easy
Wah,
aftershock
ada yang minta
paranoia
THT,
combo
Bang Jik.
or aftershock flash combo to displace whoever's down there.
Well, that's going to force
Mau
the
diirigasi
timeout
kayak
now
kupingnya
here
tuh.
for Zeta. Kiki clearly not happy. Talon is going to be able to take the lead here, especially on Haven, given that they're starting on
Talon
this
ini ya?
attacking side. It's been great
Tahu
early
nih.
pressure and map control from Talon.
Zeta lu tahu
Away
Jik,
from
telat
Heaven,
panas
not letting
gitu
them get into
biasanya.
Telat sih
positions.
emang sih.
Ya kan biasanya.
Also just a couple of, I don't know, better shots coming
Yeah,
across to find
truly.
some of
Ben,
the
halo
space.
premium, mau
Yeah,
apa?
there's a good little moment there from Dep.
Yang baru join jangan lupa di like,
Dash
itu like-nya
underneath
serta
that
kasihan.
showstopper. That was a nice
Nanti di
little
map
play,
kedua kita
but
ada THR lagi.
There wasn't a lot of support behind it necessarily, whereas
There's support in the audience, though.
that's true. They've always got support in the audience. That is
Grill, bro.
absolutely like every time.
Lu
we
nonton
leave a
Sentinel nggak
Zeta
Dan?
match,
Malam.
the
Ketiduran
first
gua,
floor here is just
pas.
full of Zeta fans
Tiduran lu.
waiting for autographs and
Pas.
the like. So no
Pas
doubt
walk
about
in
it.
kayaknya
Now
gue
the
inget.
competition
Walk-in.
Terus gue udah
Anjing,
hilang.
baru walk-in lu.
Iya. Jadi kan itu 3 map kan, Cloud9 sama
The
Energi
normal
kan.
buy now, let's call
Seru
it
banget
that
tuh.
for Zeta.
Udah tuh, gua nungguin iklan gitu Jik. Ah nonton tarik dah biar gak ngantuk gitu kan. Dia ngobrol ketiduran juga gua kontol.
Amount of weaponry
Capek
in their
anjing,
hands,
tadi malam
the
gua.
utility in their hand seems to be
Jago bro, Simart bro.
giving them the confidence.
Di
Now,
Marv jago kah?
I don't.
Dari
Jago,
kemarin
jago.
sih,
I think
kemarin
you
sih
and I have
bagus ya.
talked about this.
Eh.
This is something I want to get your opinion.
Bentar, map satunya pro tuh kan.
Sometimes Zeta kind of plays a bit too slow
Iya.
for our liking.
Oh iya, oh gua masih
Tahu
nonton.
gue, Gue lupa deh.
Gua masih nonton itu
Always know
pro.
how to kinda
Sentinel
turn
yang
the
milih.
pace. Like they did against, I
Masih
think,
inget gua
Global
yang dia
on
pakai
this
Viper kan,
Abis
Marv.
roll tuh main di
against
ini kan.
DFM.
Gua nggak tahu.
A little bit slower, but here
Gua
it's
nggak
been pretty quick. It's been pretty, in my opinion, it feels pretty hot.
Iya, abis roll itu main di ini apa sih namanya? Fracture.
Fracture.
Oh.
Oh.
Great duel one. Does take a nasty bit of damage there. And Cruz lurking in the corner will manage
Gua
to
ingat,
find
gua
one.
ingat.
Takes down Sugar Zero, so now both
Map
teams
satu
can be
doang.
without an omen.
Frag mulu bro, Simart.
Iya
Looks
anjing.
like Talon
Dapetin
really
timing
knows
flanknya juga bisa tuh dua orang.
where Depp is at this point. He's going to be swinging
Yang
out
sekali
the
kill
moment,
tiga
but he
gitu loh deh.
Iya iya, sekali kill 3. Itu yang di belok tuh gue inget tuh Jik. Yang dia clutch.
Oh, iya.
Ya kan yang lagi post plan tuh. Ingat gua tuh.
Lockdown available for 10, but would very much
Bisa
love
rilis
to hold
kapan
on to
tuh?
that given how much they've already lost in this round.
Tapi lebih bagus gitu deh. Rollnya ya, kalau pas Marv ini
Fox
jadi
recovering
lebih
fire, Laz
ini.
goes for the jiggle peek,
Iya,
they go
sasinya
ahead,
tuh jangan dipindahin
retap.
ke Viper anjing, nggak guna sasi
Sayang
Viper.
banget ya.
They pull back away, doesn't reveal either.
Inisiator udah dia.
Now, a 1v1
Oh,
is
Pauji
already up.
Gaming.
10's gotta swing the corner.
Oh my god, Pauji Gaming.
Nails nails the headshot at range.
Kok galau sih si Ten sih?
Gak tahu anjir.
Not lead to a round
Darah full padahal ya?
Talon will continue to stretch their lead. Now 5-2.
It's a really good entry here for Zeta. Even
Bang, bisa
Talon
donate,
predicting
Bang.
Dep's landing
Nge-lag
spot.
banget.
There was a
Hah?
nano on top of the box on site.
Maksudnya?
They're fully
Minion
ready
maksudnya
to
3 bulan nih.
attempt
THR ku mana nanti bab 2 ya?
a couple times today. He's happy to just do whatever he's got to do to create space, and he's done an okay job of it. But Jip Boys has been really on point today, hitting some crazy good shots. And now Fox and really more Pro or 10 at the end of this round, so all they can do is try to win gun battles. And right now, Talon's better.
Masih buat Rifki kau capek.
All of the boxes, the fans and we on the analyst desk and whatnot have been begging for, which is seeing more Jit
Ini
Boys,
gitu
seeing
langsung.
Path 1 duelist. And right now, it seems like it's working.
Gue kira bakal buat ini, Jik.
Pro, side widely.
Bakal buat apa namanya?
Talents of no one can
Pos
stand
plan.
up. Fast take. The weaker
Berarti
weaponry.
si
Dave
ininya ya.
out goes right to
Ulti Killjoy ini.
He's knocked down to 70. The secret well about the connection they do.
Kagak, Cok. Dimajuin anjing.
On either side, definitely updraft to wait.
Pede banget ya.
Oh, the Cloudburst.
Susi boy.
He can't draw down this running fast enough.
Jadi kagak komplit.
Elimination, and now it's Laz. Doctor's in the ready. The dog goes hunting. Spike stranded the site. Now, with this Vandal, the lone one that they carried forward into the round.
Dengan adu ulti Killjoy dulu anjing.
Clutch it out. Not spotting him. Thought he would've seen
Birjon,
him.
udah.
Notes him. The headshot comes across. Last tag down low. Seconds remaining wary about this potential flank zooming through.
Iya kangen wibu.
Not to be spotted. Dark now clear. He knows he's on the site. He knows his position. Question is, can he win the fight?
Nembaknya gitu amat.
Shock dart goes across. Sushi swings away from it. Doesn't take the damage. Last tries to line it up, but he cannot.
Lihat crosshairnya gak, Jik?
Sushi with three.
Kenapa dah?
Kok begitu banget sih?
Again for Talon.
Tahu,
Just
kayak
continue
ngetro,
to rack up
kayak
these
ngetro ya.
Aneh-aneh anjing.
Yeah, I mean,
Iya
Laz
kayak
has a
gitu.
pretty good opportunity here. He's able to get that flick shot onto Fox, but
Geter dia apa gimana anjing?
not quite there. Dep again.
Bro is
decent job
panicking.
here on the entry. Good paranoia from Sugar Zero there, as well to set that push up through Link. I like
Pro
that they
aim
pushed
with
a little bit
300
more
FPS,
space here. I like
mampus.
that they
Dibacotin
got
Iron.
ahead of the hell, sort of trap
Gitu
that they
dapet.
got stuck in, but this is just Laz had
Tapi
aneh,
opportunity
aneh.
to just
Iya.
spray down in time.
Udah satu pelor aja gitu.
Dua bisa dikatakan
The first one was really
gebrakan
good.
baru
Yeah.
ya,
I mean,
yaitu
great.
adalah
The
ini
upside right
sebutannya
now,
sih
which is
virtual
not many,
PES
for Zeta,
dari
is
elemen
that because
yang
these
Virtual
rounds
PES.
the economy for
segera
Talon is still very much
yaitu
in
kita
flux.
di
That's true.
ngomongin
If
Worlds
they can
2020
get a win, they will be
nanti
able
Wah,
to
gua nggak tahu dah ya.
juga
back,
di
force them all
beberapa
to
Cuman kan Riot mah biasa ada aja. Siapa tahu ada UID ya. Makasih 30.000-nya.
Nah, sebenarnya virtual PES ini tuh kayak gimana?
And just to
gitu
catch
kan? Gue mau
Pat,
ngasih sedikit
lockdown
background
now,
aja.
in
Virtual
from
PES
Zeta
ini
right
ya
on
kan,
the
sebenarnya
site.
karena kita
The
e-sports
bank
ya
shot
berarti.
cross
Jadi
onto Sugar
kalau
Zero
kita
and
ngeliat
back
e-sport
site,
kan sebenarnya
and gonna be
lebih
taken
city
down
based
as
ya kan.
well.
Dan itu salah satu yang mungkin mereka
Pressure's
revenue
being
besarnya
applied,
juga
though.
dari selling tiket,
Both sides of the
Yeah.
map,
merchandising
Cruz is
gitu ya
gonna
kan.
go
Itu
for
salah
maybe a
satu
little bit
revenue
of
besar
TP
juga
play,
dari
but now Laz
tim
is
olahraga.
dead,
Tapi di
and that
e-sports kan
leaves
nggak ada
Long
yang city
completely
based nih,
open.
dan emang kita besarnya juga datang dari yang
Dep's
namanya
not ready.
secara online
gonna
gitu
fall.
kan, online
Now
streaming.
it's all on
Akhirnya
Pro.
virtual PES ini
Stand clutch in their last
mungkin aja
series.
akan menjadi
So far,
jawaban
looking
karena
decent. Sushi gets ahead of the
ini
fault
akan jadi
line,
kayak
playing a little bit of ring
semacam
around the
bisa
rosy.
beli
Crow,
tiket
though, jumps
untuk
upon the
yang sangat
lumber.
eksklusif dan lo dapetin
And
beberapa
again,
hal
it's gonna be
eksklusif
Sushi with the
dari
raid.
turnamennya
And
tersebut.
he's got
Virtual
enough
PES
time to get the defuse across. And Talon, they're
Okay.
starting to run away with it.
Nanti coba
Yeah,
saya
this
tonton.
is now getting really scary for Zeta. Talon is
Ketinggalan bandar
winning
ya,
so many
kocak.
crucial 1v1s right now. It is absolutely killing Zeta. I mean, good recognition here early from Laz, but he takes a whole bunch of damage defending that backside. And Cruz kind of guessing that Sugar
Settingan
Zero is
emang
going to be
talonnya
behind that
jago
box,
banget.
but guesses correctly. And the timing there for Crow, you can't afford to be jumping up onto that box in that situation. You give your opponent such a great opportunity on that repeat. It's tough, man. I mean, the lockdown there, you know, it's nice to get the space, but they can't lock it down. Zeta's just getting swarmed, losing a lot of 1v1s, and it's hurting them.
Very much is. Drone leading the charge. Depth just ahead of it. Gonna go for platform. Drops down. Notes the site completely open. So again, Talon is gonna be looking to play a retake. So far, has been quite effective for him. Spray
Wih.
through. Great kill to be found. Depth
Oke,
takes
mulai,
down
mulai.
Cruz.
Ceriwis anjing.
Mulai Dep, ayo Dep.
Opportunity of much more aggressive positioning at long
itu warna
this
apa,
time
Jik?
for the side of Zeta.
Biru.
Hargeknya.
Looks like the hit's gonna come through for Talon, but it's
Biru, biru.
backed off a
Hargek
little bit.
biru.
Really good paranoid timing.
Biru.
Bolt line had connected.
Kagak anjir, abu.
Fury
Emang
opened
ada
up.
abu ya Hargek?
Laz is looking to catch people pushing their way into the site. He will be able to find Jit Boys. Sushi pushing up, gets that, but then
Berdua
Laz
loh.
scoops a second. Oh, seems like Shirley This will be their round to go ahead and finally break the streak. Pat will take
Biru
one
nggak sih
more
Ben?
with
Dia
him.
berubah gitu jadi warnanya.
Laz will go ahead
Masa
find
sih?
kills to get Zeta
Tapi
3
kayak
round
abu
wins.
gitu.
Question
Terus
is, can they
tulisnya
get
putih.
to 5 to salvage the half?
Yeah, I mean Zeta
Warna hitam
continues to
putih.
put their
Emang ada ya hitam putih ya? Oh.
foot down on the gas pedal.
Kan warnanya
this
tuh
round.
cuma
They just are
biru,
going for that
kuning, merah.
CC a
Merah.
couple times in a
Sama
row there.
defaultnya.
They do catch down a little bit off guard.
Defaultnya
And
mah
some
ijo.
important changes in the utility placement. The alarm
Defaultnya
bot
mah
at
ijo, anjir.
C-Link towards the garage side.
Baru gua
The
lihat.
turret in the backside
Coba.
just in case there's more long flanks because there were 2 in the previous round from Talon. This time 0, but that makes it a little bit easier for Zeta. That makes it a little bit easier for Laz to find value with that
Defaultnya
100
hijau,
Fury.
iya,
Get
biru
some
ya kan?
serious damage down.
Oh.
And now it
Biru,
looks
biru.
like they're just going to keep pushing.
Kalau
They're just
Berarti
gonna go
berarti
Sama
ganti
warna
yang
biru itu.
oh ya gara-gara oh iya benar gara-gara ganti warna jadi nggak yang biru gitu ya
Upping the pace. Yet
gara-gara
again,
diinspek.
Shark not going to clear. Just a bunch of sheriffs, a
Kuning.
classic, and a frenzy. Can they retake this?
Kalau kuning mah ada listnya nggak sih?
Kalau kuning listnya warna putih abu-abu gitu kan.
The question
Yeah.
after he gets stunned up by a Trailblazer.
Biru.
Sushi starts things off quite
Wih.
nicely. Finds one.
Wuh.
Stopper out but shut down.
Ya biru berarti ya kalau yang agak hitam gitu.
Seems like Zeta will be able to take this one away. Not without cost, but
Timing.
should be.
Anjay, pas
There you
timingnya.
go. 2 last headshots to close the round. Zeta.
Info THR part 2 kasih tahu adik-adik.
Tero ini
Yeah, this is
yang
a
senang
great
nanti
play
kita
call
lawan nih.
here. Kind of recognizing that they've been putting a lot of
Tero.
pressure on the extremities
Iya sih.
of the map recently. Not since the beginning have they really gone for B. It's going to force a timeout here going
Gimana,
into the
Ben?
final round of the half court. Talon, I
Masih
really,
bisa lah.
really
Bisa nih.
like what Zeta's thinking. They even shut the showstopper down. Def's been on point with a couple of those to make the showstopper
Masih
basically
bisa nih.
nullified. So
Map CT
credit
sih
where
sekarang
credit's due
hype.
in that respect. He's been able to keep Patty's
CT.
ultimate at
CT,
bay.
CT.
Now you need to find this last round. Really important for Zeta here. They're generally, you know, you think of Zeta, you think of them more as like a defender side team anyway. But you know, if they can get this 5th round here, you got to be feeling pretty comfortable that they might be able
75
to
lah, oke lah,
away with
Zeta.
this win, despite the fact that Haven in general is ever so slightly attacker sided generally, especially here in Pacific.
I mean, if they can get the 5 and then take the next pistol,
Yeah.
then
They're
that's going to be,
Well,
that's
not
going to be
golden, but
feeling
they're- yeah.
pretty confident there. But
Jadi map CT
time
asli
will
udah
tell,
happen ya.
because it has been a struggle, and even with the round wins that they've been able to scoop
Dari
up,
kemarin
they're
sih
still
CT
pretty
mulu ya
close,
happen
you
iya.
know?
Banyak
Losing
yang
out on
apa namanya? Defense kuat.
multiple weapons there. At the
Kucek
very
kayak agak
end,
iya mirip
just
anjir.
the sheriffs, the frenzies of Talon. So, cleanliness, not something that's being found in the rounds.
Not for anybody.
Yeah.
It's been really down and dirty on this one, and again the tempo's been high, but Talon has a ton of ultimates in the
RRP
bag.
kagak Ben.
attack
Hah
off.
maksudnya?
Yeah, he doesn't do this too much, but with the blades to back it up here, I think it makes a lot of sense. Wouldn't be too surprised if it's a shorty, yeah, in the back pocket as well. So, see what they want to do. Maybe play for a little bit of space. Maybe they can play for this pick
Di OP.
at long A
Oh, dari
potentially
OP.
or something. They're holding back for now. They're expecting maybe a rush.
Oh,
maybe
kemarin
some
Evan.
kind of
Oh
fast
iya,
goal run,
kemarin Evan.
to maybe see if they
2-0
get
ya?
out of
Ya.
Maine. They're gonna wait
Ya.
this out. Make sure that nothing's gonna come through. A fault line here, just in case that owl drone spotted anybody, but you're only gonna get
Lah.
one depth. Not even with the operator out here. It's just right to the blades.
Yeah, wanted to try to get out.
Masih Pauji doang
I
hanya.
just picked. Now can swap
Belum
back over.
ditinggalin ya.
Still
Iya.
heavy B presence from the side of Talon. Granted, that has
Nggak
been the
kena
side
lagi.
of choice in a couple of the past
Jar.
rounds, but Fox, yeah,
Tap.
not much
Burungnya
to do
kena ya
there.
aneh dah.
Depth already on the angle.
Terlalu
Wide
jauh deh.
swing,
Ini.
an easy kill. Now the A site completely open.
This is a great call here from Zeta to dial up this operator late to get this opening pick.
Hit Boy
to
punya
get the
ulti,
entry.
si Boy
Now you
ulti.
do have
Enak.
Rolling Thunder, a bunch of
Enak.
ults
Aduh
in
patipannya.
store from Talon.
Wih,
Rolling Thunder
dapat
goes across,
gentut.
but Depth finds Cruz. I think he might have been through the smoke.
Oh my God.
Pushes into the connector. Takes down Jit Boys as well. Pat
Set dah.
able to alleviate that pressure. The paint shells into the corner, looking phenomenal.
Wih, oh
Takes
mati.
10
Mati
down.
dua tuh.
Puts himself over now.
Satu doang.
Towards the spike.
Wih.
Pat now holding
Patipan
things
mah
in,
harus dihujat
keeping
dulu,
Sushi
Cok.
Boys protected.
Ah.
Steal this away.
Es.
Pat now suddenly
Es, Bang.
looking for an ace. Will get stunned up, but the defuse comes through. The round is already
Jadi.
over.
Lah.
And Talon
Oh dia loncat bang.
away the 7-5. Half is going to be 8-4 in their favor. The timeout working a treat.
Gak jadi es.
And it's a great retake in the end.
That's the Pat you want to
Kontol.
see. That's that duelist expert who's just got phenomenal
Aduh, di
mechanics.
soundboard volumenya
Depth
gua
as
kecilin
well.
gua,
I
anjing,
mean,
gede
what a
banget di
great
Discord.
round for
Kecilin dulu, anjing, gede
duelist.
kecilin
He
gua.
knows
Iya.
the
Coba
lockdown
pecah
here.
lagi
He's
tuh.
just trying to see how much he can get done
Sabar, dulu hati
before he
suaminya
either
kena.
dies or somehow miraculously gets to that
Ah.
lockdown. But instead, it's just Pat just absolutely dominating here.
Dikata gue robot orang susah
So
kontol.
much work
Ngentot itu sih gede banget ya, nggak bisa
and
dikecilin.
contested there at the end. Woo! Well, that
Dikata
was-
gue
that
robot
was
orang
tough.
susah kontol.
Talon picking a hell of a time to
Salah di gua
fire it
masukin.
up and competitive here at Pacific. It's down to the wire for him. And you think about the matches that they have played.
Sorry Irwan.
The position
Ya, sama
that they're
player
in,
batin
they are
happy.
still
Jangan lupa di like adik-adik yang berjoin ya.
with a shot to make it to the playoffs, but it has to be perfection from here on out. For the
Lihat
most
nih
part,
Jeta di
so.
CT nih.
Yeah. I mean, the good news for them is they've
Kebantai.
already played DRX, unlike DFM. So,
Nah,
like
pistol comeback
DFM
sini.
is in a
Valdes
obviously
waiting room. Apa tuh
a
Valdes?
borderline they're done spot, but Talon at least
Victor Valdes.
still has some hope, especially if they can get the win here today.
Talon.
There still is absolutely a world where they can make this through. And on the other hand, on the other side of the coin, it's
Oh,
Zeta.
cuy-cuy
who,
Thailand nih.
yes,
Cewek
they've had
bener
some
nggak?
good wins. They've been looking really good as of late, but there's still that risk that they can fall
Ya
down
Allah.
this season, that they can
Dekku nonton Valorant sejak dini,
Gotta
Dekku.
get them going early. That's
That,
right.
yeah, that is a future Radiant player right there.
That's right.
That kid is going to take over when we're all retired and, you know, Ten's is a caster and he's retired from
Aku
pro
nonton
play.
Baby Shark kan waktu
That's
kecil.
gonna be
Enggak, aku
the
nontonnya
watch it.
PCT.
Just crushing people in the lobbies.
That's right.
Anjing.
I heckin' love.
Anjing, keren gambarnya, Cok.
Baby's name is.
Also saw a
Wingman,
we
bawa
saw a
bendera.
Valdez fan sign in the audience. I've seen a little
Oh,
Valdez
wow.
waiting room. You'll have to wait a bit longer before we go back.
Calon
to the
top
fans
500
themselves.
anjing.
Yeah, he's
Ben,
here,
ha?
don't worry.
You're stuck with us for now.
Yeah,
Aku habis main comeback kena comeback 2 kali. Mampus.
Bit more importance now. applied
Jadi
to this
keinget ada yang bilang
pistol
suara
Zeta.
jam 7 siapa
Go
ya?
around deficit,
Ya.
try to claw back.
Apa lagi? Magic gitu.
Start with the right foot forward
Magic.
though.
Sorean jam 7 kan?
Siapa yang ngomong anjing gua nggak ngomong.
Switching to the frenzy
Nugi,
in the
bego.
last second.
Oh iya.
Everybody else kind of
Story-nya kemarin dah kalau nggak
some
salah.
armor for Sugar Zero. On the side of Zeta. On the other end, Frenzies, Ghosts. Frenzies, as we have seen, extremely popular here in Pacific. It is a, you know, obviously I think a lot of people are going to think of Aaron first. He's been absolutely nasty with the Frenzies.
Itu bandel keluar nanti bareng
There's a
sama
lot
ini
of
kan
players
Dik ya?
who are quite good with them.
Ek 3
RB
ya?
at times has done
Rambu kan?
absolutely ridiculous stuff with
Iya
them.
bareng sama Ek 3 kan harusnya.
Oh, tap.
Ih anjing.
Not noting that.
Ah, ini angle-angle
Nanti
guys.
bandel ya? 11.000 ya?
Broke line of
Iya
sight
harusnya mahal sih.
just as it
Worth
came
it tapi
through.
kalau mahal sih.
Okay, spots multiple players.
3 finisher, 3 efek gitu mah anjir.
Might
Wajar
be a
mahal
hit.
sih.
They'll go ahead
Lebih
back
mahal
away
dari Z berarti.
off the site for now.
Bando Z.
Talon just getting very much stacked up outside of garage. Turret there to play contact. Now going to be taken down.
Jatuhnya kayak lu beli 3 skin gitu, Jik.
Fox pushing forward.
Masa sih?
Finds
Iya
Laz,
dong.
takes
Kan
him
efeknya
down.
beda,
He's gonna
suaranya
call
beda.
The rotate now.
Registernya beda.
Everybody over towards A.
I think Laz was hoping there was a flash from Fox earlier.
Eh,
Fox might get another. Yes,
Pauji.
finally able to find the headshot.
And a whippy from both, but Fox does come out on top.
Yo Allah
Finds
digituin
right up.
matinya.
Reads that he's going to be below window. Finds the kills.
30
Eh.
Now going to be planted.
Sugar Toto.
3v3. Pat and Depp both very dangerously low on HP. How do they try to break through? Pat for now watching the read.
Masih punya flash kan?
Swarm around
Oh,
from
that
the
guy.
backside.
Paranoia. That's it.
Goes across into hell, but there's the fault line. Do they get in front of it? I think the answer
Ya
is yes,
Allah.
but they still get shut down. Sushi with 2 more.
Di
Flash
menyalan
up on
si
the link.
Tokichi.
Sushi will eat that unfortunately, but Jit Boys will be able to claim the kill. So Talon,
Mati dong lu Jit.
Oh, okay.
Apaan sih?
You know, we have some fun.
Yep.
Talon will take the
yeah.
pistol.
Kalah lagi
Just
pistol
fun.
deh.
Fun, good fun. Look, that
Kenapa
was
dia
interesting
nyamperin
rounding
bom
from
sih?
Talon because
Ngeselin juga.
There was a flash sent out from Fox that didn't connect with anything down here
Ya
in the
positive
sewers.
thinking dia mau
And then
buy.
he's able to catch Laz trying to lurk off of it. So that's a huge pick. He finds the second. So great work being done by the initiators here today for Talon, I feel like. I'm really impressed so far with Jip Boys on the defender side. Fox as well overall. Assuming he's still IGLing, doing a great job with everything. So 2 Bulldogs, 3 Spectres going to be the buy.
Tadi kayaknya miskom masih Jik.
Talent Zeta is, of course, since they do those
Si
half armor buys,
siapa namanya?
going to squeeze through a couple
Si
sheriffs
Dep
and some
loncat,
Frenzies
si Tennya ngeliat kiri.
for their eco round. Yeah, this is looking really good here for Talon today. I mean, even though they didn't win the first pistol, it wasn't too long after that they went on a 7-round streak.
Harusnya kalau Talon menang map 1
First
sih,
half, so
kita akan melihat map 3, bro.
Brutal for Zeta, a thrifty here. And then we could start really looking at this as a much closer affair.
Time to hunt.
Let's see what they're going to get done. Just checking for info. Nothing to be found. Zeta is kind of pseudo gamble stacked this, a 4-1 split between A and B. So no information given over. And I think Talon's just looking to see if there was going to be some kind of aggressive push.
Ini
How
liquid enak
aggressive
banget
Zeta
anjir.
had been in that previous half. It's got to be in the back of your mind.
They're still making up their minds as far as
Permen
where they
tapi
want to go, but
creamy.
they are going to be making the correct decision.
Beli liquid lagi.
Ini gue lupa loh, Jik. Ini liquid kayaknya di kamar gue udah hampir 2 bulan nih, liquid babes. Liquidnya si Babe Cabita. Rasa cotton candy.
Fantastic opener. Gives them a chance to try to convert this into
Permen tapi nggak dingin.
thrifty spike though. Recovered. I'll shift their sights over
Aduh.
towards C.
Bisa menang Zeta nih.
In the hold, has to go for the reload.
Bisa ya?
Backs away.
Bisa,
Dep's already
bisa.
in the sight. And however going to be taken down.
Tapi bareng mana Talon?
Running low.
Wih!
Dep lights up two.
Ini dia nih.
10 seconds remaining. Just blocked. He's got
Eh!
a bulldog in hand. They're both low.
Oh my god!
He has arrived.
Oh kan menang Zeta kan.
Fantastic third headshot to get the thrifty.
Diplik tipis gitu.
His hopes afloat.
Ajar ya, terima kasih udah jadi member. Welcome to
I love
Gong
the
Smite.
reaction here from Zeta. As
Menurut
soon
gue
as
sih
there
keren
was
banget
any
juga. Kayaknya tapi lu
utility
telat.
over it,
Udah kelihatan bro tadi dari. Kan gue nontonnya dari dulu nih.
we can
Oh lah.
boys
Lu nonton dari gue.
Nih gue buka twist ya.
first couple and then the final. That is
Gue ngeliatin
disgusting.
map doang lah ini.
Susah amat pakai HP. Kalau pakai HP tanda seru member
Lu mana
aja pakai
Valorant
link.
lagi, mana?
Apa? Valorant
Where
Pacific.
Dep started. Granted, he still does have like the most deaths on his team, but he's also now top fragging, tied with Laz at 14.
Yeah, he had a rough start, no doubt about it, and he was asked to do a lot of dirty work for Zeta on the other side of things, and eventually he started finding a lot of value on their attacker side.
Ketahuan Pak
Here on the defender
Ivan.
side is where he really can cause headaches.
Noted. Dart goes out and
50.
will knock him down to 54.
Nggak jadi maju.
He was wary about crossing back over into lobby, so just stood there, had to eat it. Dep now to push out spots.
Bajak
at
bang,
least
bajak.
two.
Bang.
So a little bit more. Cloudburst goes down. He wants to push into this one. They're trying to
Mati
overwhelm
dong
him.
lu.
He runs out of bullets. It will in the end be 1-for-1, but Crow is very quick to reply and even up the odds. 3 kills for Crow, eventually taken down by Cruz. Will be able to recover a Spectre.
Menang nih.
Ngerikon lo nggak Dik ya?
Chances with the sheriff a little bit more.
Kok ngerikon lo?
Player down doing a little bit of extra
Jelas
damage.
mabok.
But Zeta
Takut ini kali deh.
will
Takut
continue to
ngeprank.
persevere.
Udah ketahuan nanti ya.
Now.
Kan mati temen dari short itu.
I mean, even though the sprays are a
Si
little bit
Crow
off
mati
there
tadi
for
tuh
Dep
sama
at the
siapa?
beginning, he controls
Sama
the
Triwis.
ball, gets a lot of information on that
Buang,
push, makes it a little bit easier for Crow to
Udah
rotate into
ngantuk nih
position
gua
with
rasanya.
that bulldog, pick up that big 3K. Pretty easy does it there for the side of Zeta.
Anjir, Hirumo 1800 on Talon. Bakal dapat 200.000. Wah.
For the Stinger to back it up, full armor as well, mostly half armors otherwise. Crow only a couple away here from his rolling thunder, so he can find a couple kills, might be able to really hamper a potential site plant. But for now, Talon just wants to figure out what's going on. Again, you got to be a little bit careful because against GE, Zeta was happy at times to really start pushing on these long angles, particularly Dep. But right now, Dep kind of firmly planted here outside of garage.
It slowed up. Storm timing keeps Pat locked in place over by door. Alarm bot as well, going to be cleared. Decent clear of the util so far here from the side of Talon. Just really keeping things ambiguous about where they could potentially be. There goes flying from Laz.
Gila Talon sih mainnya ya.
Not going to see anything in lobby and
Ini banget anjing.
not quite able to make it down to the sewers
Iya.
too much either.
Yeah, so negative info
Mana
for
nih?
both teams there. Even
Left.
Laz using his
Oke, dua backside, dua
This is
backside.
looking like it might be a C hit.
Mana lu Patipan?
Yep, right over top
Wait.
of Nanos, but the paranoia timing is perfect from Sugar Zero. They shut down Pat. A 1-2 punch is 10. Gets
Kenapa
the
sih, Pat?
elimination. Swing onto the corner, 10 to be converted. Another one, Sushi Boy's gonna be taken down. Fox and
Si
Jit
Jit Boy nge-stun kemana, anjir?
They now break open the C site. The paranoia
Apa masih
forces
cooldown tadi
back
ya?
Crow. Dep waiting for his moment. No updrafts available. The dash at the ready. Fox goes to the flank.
Fokus ini menangin.
Timing
No
nih
one's
Foxy.
watching for this
Satu.
last now. Takedown. Fox does not look to overcommit. Doesn't want to get caught. He finds one. Cruise up on Plat.
Oh, tapi
Will be able to
disiplin
get
sih,
the
anjing.
finishing two. And
Tidak
Talon,
over a big.
they stopped Zeta from getting a third in a row. 10-6. They once again stretch it now. A 4-round lead.
The fact that Talon just commits to this
Yang
and
nge-bet
keep
Talon
pushing
berapa
space here,
persen?
even after losing a couple players at the beginning,
7%,
is
6 orang
really
doang.
what helps get them this round. 10 there on
Bakal
the
banyak
back side of
OKB nih.
things. gets that first kill, gets blinded, and I think he caught Sushi Boys crossing from garage over to the boxes
yang mana
on
Cotton
site
Candy
and tried to push the angle, and that cost him his life because there was too many members of Talon already kind of in firing position. So he goes down, and then it's a quick second kill.
rezeki ya kalau menang.
Then you don't have
6 orang doang, termasuk lu nggak tahu si saya 5 siapa.
for that retake, particularly losing Sugar Zero. So a good
Om, part 2 Om.
Sugar Zero there to really kind of stall and delay that site.
Apa Dabdul?
But the reinforcements just not really able to get there in time for Zeta to back up Pen and Sugar Zero.
Pressure once again mounting. A little bit of breathing room there for Zeta in the last 2, but
To-do list.
Zeta win.
Zeta win.
Oh, I can't read that.
Apa itu anjing belakangnya?
Same thing, but
Yeah, maybe.
Buset, bawa laptop deh, Jik.
yeah, win, and then
Apa
I
tuh
didn't
bola
catch
tuh
the rest
apa?
of it. Hey!
Yeah,
Just watching from the audience.
Garnet.
Stage.
it's a nicer view.
Yeah, it's true. I was just chilling.
Rudy, terima kasih banget bulan. Ijo apa pink? Yang pink, Cotton Candy. Emang yang ijo apaan, Pom?
We do have a
Gak tau
simple
gua.
horizon. This Pat's gonna be playing Jet.
Plus
Honestly,
2K doang.
find it either way.
Udin.
Yeah, I mean, his raise has been not too bad at times today. I mean, he hasn't been as good as we would like to see, but
Tadi pada ini kesangean THR bro daripada ngebet.
for Talon really,
Mix berry candy,
you know,
Cotton Candy.
kind of helped them
Yang
keep
pink.
this first half far enough away from Zeta that there's less chance here that they're going to be able to swing it back. But Zeta now going to put the op into Dep's hands. And there's pings out. They know he's down there, so I think maybe they're going to look for some space onto C. But you've already got so many defenses here. I mean, Crow one away.
Lu kemana aja Ben, dari kemarin dicariin. Iya, nanti gua tunggu komen lu di 2025.
This is a potential really nasty position. I mean, with the way that breach can throw that
Yang
utility
mix berry manis banget. Belum pernah nyoba.
Remembers here, slowed up by the smoke.
Tapi menarik sih.
Cross Pat now in the site by himself, then he will die alone as well. Sugar Zero with a nice kill, spraying into the smoke.
Enak tuh smoke.
Taken down. Fox again, looking for this lurk through, identifies there's someone around the back and just snaps on the lad's head, assisted by the Seeker.
2 kali anjing mati di situ deh.
Kill found to try to even up the odds, still an advantage. And is pushing maybe a bit faster than they would anticipate from behind. Whiff shot comes across from depth, but Crow is looking to hold.
Ya Allah, dibokong gitu.
10's lurk eventually comes to fruition. He'll upgrade his weapon. It's just Laz taken out for Zeta to go ahead and reply with a round win.
Yeah, it's just a
Otaknya
really good
patipan,
setup
saya
and
coba gagal doang anjing.
knowing that they can trust Dep to be that operator, and even if his position is somewhat identified at Talon, that they're going to rotate off of it, and they've got the full defenses, you know, in place. Crow surviving here, hitting some good utility. Sugar Zero again with a perfectly timed and placed paranoia. So everything in that round really clicking for Zeta, pushing the angles. I mean, other than Fox using his secret potential on the Laz. Was a pretty darn good one on Zeta's behalf, but now high pressure towards Sewers.
Back to the sheriffs we go. Laz.
Tadi kayak satselnya Patipan kejedot tuh.
Take down Pat.
Gak nyampe ke Sewers.
Not really being deterred by this. The flash is good. Crow isolated backside. Fox able to find one. Sushi with the stinger. And how do they continue to do this? The Thrifties. At least keeping them in the round. 3v3, Dep tagged down to 40. Now the lockdown to flush out the site. Counter lockdown does come in, however, from 10. Issuing the stalemate.
Mau bunuh short lu masih dia nih.
Chip boys, yeah, I was gonna say.
And now the spike is
Kabur Dep.
Stinger in a sheriff. Dep locked down. Sugar Zero finds Fox.
Untung nggak mati anjing Sugar Zero.
Betul.
I mean, 2 taps onto Sugar, doesn't need the headshot. Dep will go down in 1. It's possible.
It's possible.
Unlikely, though.
We've seen crazier. Just gonna wait at the edge of this. Sugar Zero's got him dialed in, and that's got the headshot. Zeta now goes up to 8 rounds. A nice attempt here by Talon. They get some good shots in.
Mulai tercium bau comeback.
Aggressive positioning towards short A. From Laz and Dep. But the problem became that once they got in there, you know, Zeta could invest that lockdown. They had to invest their own lockdown to counter. The only person who was able to get deep enough to grab a gun was Jip Boys, and he got cut down trying to cross away from that defender's lockdown. So really well managed here by Zeta, despite a little bit of crisis, despite there being kind of one of those moments where you feel like maybe Talon can swing the round. out, full buys for both sides. Still the operator for Depp, who has switched over towards this C position. Rolling Thunder, Hunter's Fury available for Zeta to kind of deal with these retakes. Even maybe Sugar Zero's ult if he wants to get a little bit tricky.
C mulu anjing.
Rolling
C
Thunder,
anjing.
Depp stashing across.
Gak paham.
Mati lu.
Cloudburst there trying to stay
Kagak
alive.
mati si Depp, cok.
Able to find him. Just put a little bit of damage down on the 10.
Ih.
Paint shells as well will force them back. The site going to be evacuated.
Enak.
Interrupted.
Nggak
Rolling
dikasih
Thunder
plan
from
anjing.
Pro stops them. Sugar Zero taken
Patipan.
down. Pro as well now falling. The flash is gone.
Tapi
Heals come
Ini
across.
kalau DJ,
Scores back up to
kuat
100.
deh.
5 members strong. They get the plant down.
Cosplaynya
3-man
kuat sih.
commit a retake. Laz going on the flank.
Kalau misalnya dia dapat kontrol backside, kuat Jik.
C main.
Tapi Patipannya mati nih.
Dark finds nothing, but his position going to be noted.
Oh.
Pushing out around. Sushi Boy's
Timing
good for
flashnya
one.
dapat.
Last out spotted, taken down. Sushi again.
Oke, tercarry Sushi Boy nampaknya.
It's just been so consistent.
He's been amazing.
Juar.
This is very, very difficult for Depp. He might just look for an exit, frag, and then peace out, but no one's going to peek that angle, so.
I mean, he could rebuy an off, but
Yes, he can.
better to just hold on to it.
Yeah, with how close this one is and how it's looking like it might go a little bit deeper, potentially.
Udah mau ngejar OP, dia lagi
Want to
miskin.
just be better safe than sorry here. It's going to be very difficult, this 4-on-1, but
Plus.
yeah, even though the utility combo here for the side of Zeta, they have these big ults available, but
Assalamualaikum, waalaikumsalam, mohon maaf lahir batin, Akbar.
not really in a position where they can flood in
Alhamdulillah.
off of the back of that Rolling Thunder. They're not able to find anything with that Hunter's Fury. And this makes it pretty easy for Talon to sort of recuperate and recover the re-entry angles from the side of Zeta. Laz tried to go on a lurk, but he had to use a recon dart to check the hall. Already Fox in position anyway. It makes it a little bit easier for Fox to sort of prepare. And call
Foxy,
the
garet lagi nih.
reinforcements. The Sushi Boys just all over the site, doing a great job. Working the alley, working long A. Or long C, excuse me.
Things a bit quiet for now.
Itu
but it's
Dogi
only a
nih.
matter of time.
Bang, Dogi, bang.
Forward, Showstopper at the ready. See if that's going to be the entry tool. Sugar's here just waiting. See whether or not he should send out this smoke.
Kalau di konteks sih bete nih si Sugar.
Not much spotted, but
Belakang lu.
heard, and there
Kayak
goes
satu.
10. Pat not
Udah
even
ketahuan
able
ya
to
si
get
itu
Udah
ya.
ketahuan anjir.
but eventually ends up getting taken down by
Mati.
Laz.
Oh my god.
Paranoia
Ini
across
belum mati nih, Sugar.
everybody in the choke point. They now have to back away. The healing pouring out.
Bentar,
now from
bentar,
Fox.
lihat.
Just
Sushi boy, sushi boy,
somebody
sushi
alive.
boy.
Anjing.
Fights through.
Mengbokong.
Out of garage finds the kill. Laz taken down. Sugar Zero finds another.
Spike down, C.
Eating some damage. Looks to take the fight. And he finds him. If we've learned anything,
atas
it's that
tertarik
Sushi's gonna
ngalangin
be
aja.
good for at least one more.
Eh,
That would give them the round win.
Gosi.
Spike, however, still not brought into C. Depp.
Lu mau kemana Sushi Boy?
Garage.
Oh,
Decided to
disangkanya
take
orang
this
A ya,
in the
OP ya?
end. Cruz, it's not like he has his ultimate. It's going to be the wrap back around from Sushi
Nunggu
Boys
dulu.
to join
Ayo
in
berangkat.
over it long. And then both of this double-pronged attack here back in toward the C site.
Jadi
Depp just
kearahan
has
nih si Depp.
No idea where Sushi took off.
Gara-gara lama ya.
Iya,
exactly.
gara-gara lama.
He just missed
Balik deh.
cross towards spawn.
That should tell him.
Yeah, now he knows for sure.
But the TP across, they're understanding
my
that
God.
he could be there.
Ih,
Sushi,
anjing.
what did I say? He is good for the third kill.
Anjing
Sorti.
sushi.
Closes it
Sahabat
out.
gua.
Map point now in Talon's pocket.
You were
22-12
on it on that
anjing.
one. That he was perfectly ready for that.
Nampaknya
and
ente
just
nih
a
Bang
little bit
Jeta.
short, kind of a shorty range here for Depp. Get it out in time to get the landing, and Sushi's just too damn fast.
Does he have any multi-kill rounds that aren't 3?
I
Jakpot
don't
lagi yang
know.
lengkap
I'll
nih.
have to look
I don't think he
afterwards.
has any 4Ks, maybe a couple 2s, but like, it feels like every time he's killing multiple people, it's always 3.
It has certainly been the case in this half. Yes.
Valve hire this man. He knows how to count to 3.
Well, it's going to take a little bit of time here. Sushi only one away from his ult. So they could try to get that lockdown available here, secure this map, as they have really done a great job managing some stressful situations, coming back from a couple rounds where it looked like they might slide, and a lot of that has been because of Sushi. Back on this Killjoy, looking phenomenal, and packets the
Dong,
open
Dev,
runs
mas mana
Laz.
pesan.
Stack it, but Depp pulls back away.
Yeah.
Leaves Laz
Ada boom buat
being all on his lonesome, and now Depp is completely forced out of sewer.
Yeah, dude, that was tough. I mean, I don't know. That might not have been where he needed to be. Just at the end of that dash, went for the peak, but fast as Depp can be, wasn't able to find that one.
Oof. Cruz eating a bit. Will force a smoke from Sugar Zero.
30
Depp
seconds
continuing
left.
to hold here in sewer might be
Dapat lain,
rewarded for his patience. As Fox is playing close.
Wah.
No, Depp doesn't read
GG,
it.
bro.
Fox finds the kill. Jit Boys gets Crow.
Whoop.
And now Pat takes down 10. And that's going to be
GG, bro.
it. Pat will be the finisher. Finding 3 kills for
Udah tuh padang
himself.
baik.
13 and 8. Talon, welcome back.
Yeah, this was huge, and a big part of this.
Terus langsung aja buka map 2 aja.
Just playing out of his
Map 2 teh apa sih
mind
tadi?
on the attacker side.
Gua liat lagi.
He had a great,
Oh iya, Asen.
great defender side. Jit Boys and Fox having some good work in there. Man, oh
Ascen.
man, they looked like a different team today. This was crisp, this was furious. Some great flanks all over the map. Sushi being a big part of that.
Talon fighting ya
This
Allah.
looked like the Talon that we saw at Lock-In. This
A bit more.
A bit more.
Still,
Pasti adeknya dong, bukan pacarnya ya kan?
moments, but widely a very strong performance. Great efforts here from
Asen
pretty much
mapnya
everybody,
Jeta ya.
But I'd say Sushi and Fox in particular having a whale of a time in this map. 13
Anjing, orang kaya baru ngebet 1.800 dapetnya 200.000, Jik.
Locked in.
Masa sih?
Itu si Hirumu ada anjing.
A strong showing on Ascent, or will Zeta be able to extend it to 3?
Yeah, I mean, certainly, you know,
Wah, Udin rungkat itu sisa 400.000. Dan 700. Itu ada yang 5k dapat 600k. Siapa itu namanya?
Sampai ratusan ribu sih anjing.
Kan multiplayer gue kali 2.
And Haven had been one that had looked really good for Zeta, and Talon had done their homework
Lagu
here.
berapa ini?
You know, especially on their attacker side, I was really impressed
Sisa
with
berapa?
how well
14.000 masih
they were
banyak.
reading some of the post-plant positions that Zeta wanted to take early. They were really able to cast their, to, you know, combo their utility. So I was like,
Dani namanya.
Dungeons and Dragons now. You're gonna cast your spell.
Dani Sinaga, anjir 800.000.
But they read a lot of those, especially like the hell positions and some of the others, to make their retakes a lot easier. So I was really thoroughly impressed with Talon from the get-go today.
Bentar. Bener juga, guys. Ini preman kemana nih?
Day off.
Gak kelihatan sih preman, belum maaf-maafan deh.
The better esport.
Woi, preman muncul gak lo?
He said it, not me. But I agree. Anyway, we're going to go to a break, then we'll come back. We'll have the
Talon
breakdown
Al.
of the action and we'll see
Map
if
2
Zeta
siapa nih?
can extend this to 3. They
Map
absolutely
2.
need to now. If they want
Ya,
to keep
kalau
that
tadi sih
momentum
gue bilang di
going.
awal kalau
Talon,
misalnya
they look
Talon menang map
reinvigorated.
1,
See what happens.
bakalan map 3. Dulunya sih begitu. Pada ke Betalon, coba kita liatin terus nih. Enggak, masih pada Jeta tuh. New skin Valorant. Siapa aja yang main di PBT? KMI.
Player standing.
Nice.
Lah, kok delay anjir? Oh, custom ini ya? Buset.
I've been trying to win my ranked games, and Balance Tracker has been a very useful program in helping me improve inside and out. There are map weaknesses. I'll give you right away. The tracker today using the
One behind you.
below.
Ya Allah, pisaunya lucu banget dah.
Careful behind you.
Last player standing.
Beuh, bau.
One enemy remaining.
He was side somewhere.
10.000 dari Rahmat.
Nice.
Woi, Rahmat.
Ben.
Terima kasih cobaan Rahmat.
Spike down A.
Anjing yang DDR bagus banget sumpah dah.
Spike is here guys.
Thank you.
TP it one.
Ini nama Ray Porsi tuh, Jik, barengan.
Apa?
Ini yang ngetes skin baru.
Emang ya?
Iya, ini ada Ray Porsi tadi. Ini si KMI atau nih YouTuber mana? Turut ditembak tiba-tiba.
Nice.
Oh masih Joel juga.
Elbow.
Oh my! Wait, I didn't. I'm like, I almost controlled that.
Lalu nggak tahu KMI enggak? Ih, keren banget anjing OP-nya.
One more. Dashing away.
Makin nge-lag dah nih inventory gua nih.
Makin ngeri.
Tuh report situ. Pakai judge.
One enemy remaining.
Buset.
Nice.
Jet Marshall, oh Marshall guy.
Kurang saya bisa.
Pernah lihat doang. Gua nggak notice namanya. Apa aja kurang?
Pisau
Pisau. Gue sih doyan kalau nginspek.
Wow.
Pisaunya juga ada 3 Jik. Ini kan tangan tuh. Ada yang kayak tusukan tuh.
Kill one, you get your knife.
Oh, he's throwing the thing down.
Thanks.
Agent baru udah lihat leaknya doang.
Nice.
You're good. I didn't expect him to be
Tokibi ikut juga tuh. Kalau di inspek keren. Ini mah kudu ngebodal radianit nih namanya nih anjing.
One enemy remaining.
Berapa levelnya cuman 4 harusnya.
Alright, we'll do this one.
Oh my god. Oh what? I'm getting wallbang.
I can heal you, but fuck. He's healed. Not-
Yeah. Oh, one corner. No, 47. Oh, chamber should be low.
Ih lucu asli anjing yang ada DR. Oh iya, finishernya. Gerbuk. Saga dipukulin anjing.
Spike down A.
Tuh, kalau yang Street Fighter ini ditembak kayak suara pukulan gitu, Jik.
Suara pukulan.
Ih, suara pukulan deg.
Emang iya.
Iya anjing. Gila sih konsepnya anjing. Sini yang bikin hype-nya nostalgianya ini nih. Sobat-sobat dingdong pasti pada beli nih.
Oh fuck. Enemy kill.
Oh, another one.
CT, I guess you have.
Last player standing.
Oh.
Anjay. Ini limited gak? Gak tahu ya limited atau enggak ya?
Enggak.
Oh enggak.
Kalau full bundle gini mah jarang limited.
Itu Z limited gak, Jik? Enggak kan?
Enggak.
Oh Z enggak ya?
Enggak tahu deh.
Gue nggak tahu. Z limited gak guys? Z kagak. Oh kagak. Berarti ini mah udah ya. Emang mahal aja ya.
Jarang limited tau gue.
Emang mahalnya kayak Z sama Elder Frame.
Yang kayak champion limited kan.
Champion, Arcane.
Arcane yang mana ya?
Arcane itu serifnya. Siapa yang pakai pro player ya? Pokoknya itu pistol dari game LoL dah, Jik. Dari LOL, pistolnya Jinx. Anjing lucu banget sih KMI. Ada yang TP lihat ke belakang nih, lupa TP udah pindah.
One TP.
TP udah pindah, Bang.
I heard walking around.
Jadi yang katanya Mahabat itu iya.
One enemy remaining.
Bisa nabung dulu. Iya nabung bang. Ini gue juga nabung nih. Udah kumpul berapa nih?
Ganti
I
ya.
get distracted.
Gini.
190 mantep. Iya ganti bro.
Berapa sih Ben? Jutaan
Apa?
ya?
11.000. Satu.
Ben.
Satu.
Ben.
Anjing kok gue minat sih? Satu harusnya.
Satu pas.
Ya.
Hah?
Gue biasa beli 7.000 aja 650 gitu Jik.
7.000 berapa?
650 kalau di Pip Gaming. 650, 655 lah.
One enemy remaining.
Beli 14.000 berapa itu 1,3 kan? Jadi sejutaan lah. Layar bang, ini udah beres. Lah. Coba apa nih?
Anjing lagi sini.
Tomb Raider anjay.
Gak diliatin gua.
Lara Col.
Amnesia.
Apa main Tomb Raider itu ya?
Takut.
Emang bukan ya? Gue sih lihat di gamenya doang di bawah nih, Tomb Raider. Apa otomatis kali?
Oh my god, oh my god.
Oh bukan. Ketawa ya gue mah.
Kenapa nih? Gua ngapain nih?
Terus game apa ini?
Ih, batu banget.
Oh masih Plektel ya Allah. Masih Plektel anjir. Dead Island 2 grafiknya oke tuh Jik.
Gua
Dead Island ya? Itu game apa sih Ben?
Game survival dah. Kayak iya kayak gitu.
Superman lah. Aduh lah.
Anjay.
Gue babi.
Cara YouTube layout begitu gimana bang? Layout maksudnya? Apa aja yang lab? Ikat anjing. What the fuck R6? Bentar.
Oh, lo baka, gua
Abang-abangan R6 main R6 lagi nih.
Ya.
Kita ada ini kok. Game apaan nih bang?
Ada Hibana terbaik di Indonesia, tenang aja.
Game apa nih bang?
Emosi. Weh. Wow, chill bro.
Lah nggak pakai kelas dia.
Enggak ada kelas. Buset. Main sama siapa aja Dot? Nih, JF, Budul, Oven, Kendrick. Buset.
Sehat lah bang Mampir. Alhamdulillah
Mari kita
sehat.
bermain game autis.
Aku masih bermain bersama Nugi dan bermain Valo bersama Benny.
Sabar bro.
Oh ya Bet Jeta guys, jangan lupa tuh.
Open the open.
Bet Jeta. Kok Bet Jeta gue nyaranin sorry. Nih dulu abang-abangan R6 guys, tim Aerowolf.
Nih.
Anjing udah dibuka kok kiri di belakang lemari.
Oke Ben ya, kocak lu Udin, mampus, rungkat lu.
Ayo siap lagi.
Nah konkas itu. Buset lihat tuh angle tipis lihat tuh guys. Lihat tuh.
Di ping.
Ah, udah lemas. Udah lemes nih. Bang Adit.
Ini lari masuk kill orang. Depan lu kan kanan lu. Kanan dekat. Kelasnya buka shield. Oh, udah. Ini enggak bisa dihancurin ya, Pan ya? Apa? Batu-batu ini enggak bisa dihancurin ya? Bisa.
Woi, bantu gua ini. Nice.
Dia bunuh temennya.
Ya Allah, oh ya Allah, mati lu.
Wah. Keren banget, Bang. Kok bisa gitu?
Las di bapaknya. Di sini Kapitau akan melakukan planting, saudara-saudara. Apa yang akan terjadi, saudara-saudara? Apakah mendapatkan poin? Aku ewek kamu.
Oh,
Wow, gila. Gimana terbaik Indonesia sudah berbicara. Udah gak pakai angle kan? Aku masih bermain bersama Nugi. Ya, ayo, let's go. Main. Tapi jangan berharap saya carry, saya sudah tolol sekali Mas Diki.
Sparring ntar sama Nugi. Pus, ini gua ajak sparring nih orang.
Dan bermain Valo bersama Benny. Aku hanya bermain
RP.
Flash katanya.
Wah.
Anjay Paro, terima kasih 3 bulannya. Maaf lahir batin. Dulu Nugi pro RC.
Jadi
Pro
autis
sih.
main semua game.
Ya, makasih informasinya, Dit. Bentar guys, gue ngecek si Ayang dulu ya, udah jalan sampai mana. Woi, udah mau mulai, Bro. Oke. Kalau udah betting nanti kita siapkan THR part 2 adik-adik ya.
You know,
mulai nih, Cil.
interesting that pick, right? They picked Haven into Zeta, where they have been really strong.
Apa?
Now we are going to go over to Zeta's
Lama
map,
mulai.
which of course
Iya.
is Ascent.
Ini udah ada
Satu
agent
cat.
pick ini.
If things
Tahu.
stay the same, or if Zeta
Langsung tanda seru IG adik-adik, cek story, jangan lupa di follow karena yang bisa lihat follow cuma yang bisa lihat story cuman follower ya. Langsung belum ada yang follow lagi nih. Ntar gue siapin dulu. Buat berapa orang ya? Buat 5 orang apa 10 orang guys?
That's something you could
It's a
do.
map thing. Yes, I mean it is. Yeah, I mean we've seen some teams
Hah?
try to go with the whole Killjoy-less ascent.
10, 10, oke.
Too great, but we'll see.
Kita samakan saja, mas samakan saja ya, jangan dilihat nominalnya ya. Dana kaget. Sushi diganti, iya. Just winner 10.
I think it's slightly forced just because it was Haven and Talon seemed to really have those counter strats in place, especially in the first half. But onto Ascent, it's going to be different. We also have different agent compositions. Obviously,
Nah,
Zeta a
Regen
little
pick
bit
langsung
more
aja guys.
comfortable with these
Dana
picks.
kaget
We
dulu.
have that Killjoy that you were talking about, Will. But on the other side, the Cypher
Yeah.
coming out.
comes in.
Oh, gue tau nih pakai video ini.
Especially if you're trying to
Where?
shut down Dev, right? On the side of Zeta, who's really been popping off and spearheading for Zeta.
Lagi pada enjoy di IG nih
You
pasti.
have the setups and the sneaky plays to really trap this Jet and shut down that aggression
Video.
coming out on the side of Zeta. We'll have to wait and see. Talon currently 0-4 in matches. Can they clean this up in a 2-0 fashion and get their first win on the board against Zeta Division? We'll find out as we go into the game with Achilles and Paper Thin.
Okay, yeah, definitely some unexpected shuffling going on here from the side of expected in the
Nah, nih,
past.
story gue sambil ada komedinya ya, biar nggak bosan.
With that strong of a performance, him being subbed away.
Untung aku sudah mengedit video ini.
As we get ready to go into
THR
the Cypher as well. So it's
part
not even like
2.
somebody holding over and playing the Killjoy as a substitution for Sushi. They're going for Cypher, so this is a very different look for the side of Talon.
Yeah, I mean, you could be looking to just kind of catch Zeta off guard. Well,
Sabar,
I
bro.
think that's almost certainly what you're
Oke,
looking
siap,
for.
udah siap adik-adik.
Not only just slow down depth, but also kind of keep.
Dah, saya sudah upload.
guessing about
Ya.
where those
Pas
trap
gamenya
wires
mulai,
are.
langsung
How
aja.
are they gonna find the ability to clear
Part
that
2 udah upload bang.
You know, Laz in particular, that's against a Cypher, a lot of pressure falls on your Sova to be the one to be
Lama
dealing
bener ngupload.
with that utility, with the shock darts, with the owl drone, to make sure that you're kind of keeping track. You know, you're kind of like the counterintelligence agent here against the
Buset.
Cypher. So a lot of pressure for sure
Lagi
on
gede,
Zeta
cepet nih,
to get this
bangsat.
map done, and with a unique lineup from Talon. But man, with how much
Oke,
Sushi
dapet
was
nih.
pounding on that last map, certainly. You know, you hope that Garnets can come in here and still keep that spark going, keep that fire lit underneath Talon.
Well, Step.
Tuh, yang tadi dapat 600 sekarang dapat paling gede, bro.
a bit after a rocky
Mantep gak
start
Dwi ya kan?
on our first map.
Makasih Kak, sama-sama adik-adik, semoga kalian berkah.
Right off the
Mendapat
rim.
banyak rezeki terus ya, amin.
Some phenomenal jet
Semoga yang
plays
belum join
just
member
yesterday.
sekarang ya.
Not
Nah,
even
itu jangan di skip dulu videonya sampai habis ya, itu komedi.
As well as dubstep here on Ascent. Dash forward though. Talon begin the attack here on A. Nobody to greet them other than Laz spamming through a little bit.
Belum tutup bet anjing. Coba.
Yeah, it's wide open. You've even got the camera
Close
to watch
bet.
all of mid, so they know that this is purely a heaven and short A retake. You know, just through tree and heaven. That's it.
Gak
That's
bisa
all
dipencet.
where
Tahu ya error-erroran ya, ada yang bisa pencet, ada yang kagak. Kocak dah.
Oh my god.
Buset. Gila bener sih, Dep.
Maybe overheated, I should say. Managing dash in, deliver
Kocak.
himself on death. Pro down however, managing to find
Aman,
that
Jik,
kill
aman,
with
Jik.
Talon. Suddenly it's Jit Boys.
Woi, Dwi langsung join member. Makasih udah join member, Dwi.
Now needs to try to retake.
Yeah,
Do they
nggak di-stick,
read his
Ben.
position? There's the drop
Apa?
down. Goes into the smoke. They lose it for a moment, and suddenly
Iya,
it
kenapa?
is winnable, and he's got it.
Sore kayaknya.
As.
Kenapa emang?
Somehow, some way, Jit Boys. He should have
Satu
been
malam sekarang.
dead, but they
Terus?
lose him within their own smoke.
Terus
And he's able to clutch out those last 2 kills.
What are these rounds
Terus
we're
nginep.
seeing? This is absolutely wild. I love the setup here from Talon.
Ya enggak, manehnya bawa mobil pulang apa di bawah nginep.
And
Ya
somehow,
udah.
some way,
Besoknya mau dipakai besok soalnya
gets
mobil.
in there, starts breaking crosshairs, and
Masih ada setengah
Zeta
kayak.
looks like they've gotten this
Isi
in
aja
the bag,
besok.
but then Jit Boys jumps
Iya, lihat
into
besok
that
ya.
smoke, and they lose track of him just long enough that Jit Boys is able to find those kills. Unbelievable.
Kan aman kalau buat sekarang mah.
An Eco-Lakia play from Talon, from Jet Boys.
Gak bisa dipencet NT kalau nggak bisa dipencet ya.
Whipping shots that normally he would be good for, and that's the Marshall.
Gak bisa dipencet kalau di HP kalau video.
Dead on the floor.
Konyol,
That's a
konyol
big
Zeta
loss
anjing.
for Zeta. I mean, we've already seen him pull through on one of their ecos after a
Kalau
pistol
nggak bisa
on
dipencet,
Haven.
kok ada yang bisa dapat bang?
That's a big piece of this puzzle now. See if maybe Sugar Zero, or actually Crow already picked up the Marshall. So they've got it back in hand.
Tapi
but
lagi si
Inggris
Sugar.
kenapa
now
sih
it's
anjing?
a wide open A
Beli apaan lo?
here for the side of Talon.
Gue milih yang jenis makanan kan ya.
Keen to
Gue milih kopi ini.
somewhat gamble stack.
Yang paling atas munculnya ini roti bakar anjing.
Hoof it all the way back over
Kocak anjing.
towards A.
Itu kayaknya yang si restorannya tuh masukin kategori gitu Jik biar ada di semua kategori anjing.
Wide open.
Iya deh.
See what the
Iya.
post-play protocols look like this
Pengen
time
beli
for
kopi
Talon.
lagi
Maybe
nih enak.
they shift things up. Again, I thought they had a good read on it in the previous round. Just
Fresh.
really couldn't get much accomplished. Still, a couple frenzies in there. The short
Ngebug di beberapa orang. Oh ya udah NT berarti memang belum rezekinya adik-adik ya.
As well for Zeta, flashes, shock darts, owl drone.
Bisa cuma NT doang. Nah
How much
tuh.
they commit.
Ada yang bisa tapi NT. Kalau yang nggak bisa kan udah pasti NT ya.
Anything.
Will help them
Ya
out.
berharap aja map 3 nih biar ada part 3 bro.
Looks like, given the positions, they're widely just
Yeah, this is
content to
Wah,
sit
bet lagi
back,
tadi
wait for the
anjing.
spike to go
Iya
off,
bet.
and just be swallowed up in the explosion. So, yep, that is going to be the call. No attempt whatsoever at finding weapons and taking anything away. They just don't want to give ult charge and extra cash over to the side of Talon. So, Zeta
Gua
will
bisa
be
Ben,
a
cuman
four-man
pengen lihat
sacrifice.
videonya doang.
Talon
Respect.
will be able to move up
Respect.
2-0. No weapons taken away from them, and given how much they invested, they're not going to be too uncomfortable going into this bonus either.
You just hit what I was thinking about.
Lebih mau.
You know, I see that Phantom and that Vandal in the hands of Talon, and I go, well, that's great. That's amazing.
Like-nya masih setuk 200 saya, friend.
Rifles.
Yeah, this is phenomenal. for
Aduh,
Talon.
enak
I
banget
mean,
lagi
they have
miliknya.
so much utility, everything in the kitchen sink here that you could want to work with on the bonus. Very high placement. Get views around the B side, see if there's any lurks here from Talon, and a lot of times that is your job as a sentinel on Ascent, is to watch one side or the other, to make sure that your flanks are clear. Looks like it might be somewhat of a mid push. The alarm bot is in there. Knife is not going to find anyone behind the arches, and now Zeta looks to crunch on this.
Ini kalau misalnya nggak ada Sushi Boy masih menang sih emang lagi oke berarti Jik.
That pops the dash.
Get one.
Emang lagi oke nih
Great
berarti.
little tag there on Garnet to take him low. He's going to dash out. Exits back through. Crow trying to push forward. Up on short, ends up getting taken down.
Wah digas seru A.
Opening now.
Sugar bro.
The A site.
Bang Sugar.
Softened up a
Lah
bit
nggak jadi.
more.
Tapi enggak sih.
They're not rushing into this. They know that there's going to be at least one player position there, if not some rotates. So I think they might actually pivot back over towards B. Garnet's leading the charge, ready to sacrifice himself with only 10 HP.
Pen nggak ketahuan Pen.
Reveal goes across, spots him, but he's already too far gone. They can't get that kill. Cruz in the meantime going to be taken down. Dep with a nice swing out.
Ketahuan sih, tahu masih dia ada.
Another.
Iya, ketahuan.
As we get brought to a 3v3. Spike dropped just in front of the side. Dep playing at a market where somebody else could be pushing in. And Gardens, even with that health, still manages to
masih lihat belakang sih, Dep?
It's another kill.
Oh, info berarti.
Swing out. Dep dashing back.
Buset! Lu nge-plan lo.
A 1v1. Given the weapon advantage.
Ya Allah, dapat bonus, Bah.
But he's untouched. And Fox will close it as they convert this third round into a win.
I have deep concerns for Zeta after that round. They do not look into it today in terms of their mechanics. And that was just, I mean, this is a move here from Crow where he's just not mentally prepared. He's mid-movement when they swing the corner on him and he can't stabilize the aim in time. And there's a good crunch here, a couple of them at the end. This should be an easy one for Sugar Zero and Dep. Dep dashes to try to set up that crossfire angle, but they're not able to really ever fully un-isolate those fights. And that's some whiffy shots at the end from Dep and Sugar Zero. And
Bang, 3 bulan lagi 12 bulan. Lah, kirain nikah masih Akbar. Makasih 9 bulannya Pajar.
Certainly not. I'll push back 10. Sat here in B lobby. Bucky at the ready.
The most honest gun you can get, right?
No. It's the most dishonest.
The gun of integrity.
You are a liar and a fiend if you use this gun. He's going to have to push on the top.
Yeah.
No, he actually does.
Yeah.
It's going to be good for one. Surprising to say the least. Either way, it does get traded out, but there's a little bit of that entry power taken away. Unfortunately here for Talon, they will find soon that the site is completely unoccupied. A couple shots coming across here on the Laz. Tries to hold that defending side. Push out there. They're going to look for a fast retake, it would seem.
Akoy, makasih buat na Akoy.
That thing across, but ends up falling. Talking about Whiffy.
Auji.
Ini kalau Talon kalah round ini sih kocak nih.
Two players directly behind him on the opposite side of the wall.
Buta.
Flash is great. Sugar Zero swings out, finds one.
Iya, posisinya si Jik. Aduh.
For a single kill before getting taken down, and now Jit Boys has revealed his location. Top Spike the fuse before it gets to half.
One bullet.
To win out the rest of the fight and has to swap to the classic. No bullets remaining. Jumps out of the smoke for a brief moment. The reload now on the shorty. The push up. Sugar Zero gets the knife, and somehow, some way.
Gak jelas anjing sih, aneh banget anjing mainnya.
This is wild. After the last round where the utility coordination wasn't that great, there was a phenomenal recon dart from Laz that had revealed 3 different players on the attack, for Zeta there, and they couldn't really get much done. Dep did end up getting a kill a little bit after the fact, but here the flashes are great, the entries are great, the timings are really, really good. They're checking their corners. Everything on this is perfect, and of course the knife there, maybe the psychological damage.
Ke atasnya nggak sih? Ke atas kan, klik kiri ke atas.
The teams that start getting knives tend to start winning their matches, but
iya, harusnya.
Unless you knife secret.
Unless you knife secret.
Because we have seen that.
Well, they're Tondo gaming. You can't Tondo gaming.
Buset.
They rallied back after that knife on ice.
Oding.
Yes, could have won the map, but we got damn close. Either way, it's a much-needed round win here for Zeta. Puts Talon now in a rough, potentially rough economic situation. Should they not be able to close this one out? Laz with a great opening kill. Finds Pat. The headshot comes across. Hunter's Fury looking for the tag, and Fox will be able to get him in the end. So 1 for 1 at the end of the day, but it all had to be invested.
Tinggi benar crosshair lu.
Stuck in that corner too. You can see they're very keen, taking a look at it. Sugar Zero with the Odin. Get boys a little bit off guard potentially, but so far isn't keen to push that angle. Just going to keep watching the flanks. They set up for the
anjing. Percaya teman. Lah, salah tuh Pauji.
Paranoia finds out. Wary about this close angle. Flash timing decent. Guardian's able to find the kill, but covering fire comes across, and they trade it right back. The 2v2 is the door. Quick to be broken. Cover going out.
Semulti nggak sih? Ten?
Nggak
ada ulti ya?
Nggak ada sih itu. Sudah nggak ada.
Struck down Cruz with a great headshot. TP's up on top of Jen and covering fire. They will be able to go ahead, get a piece of Sugar Zero each. Close out the round.
Yeah, I mean, it's just really nice shooting here from Cruz. That really allows Talon to secure this round. It was looking a little bit shaky here for a moment. Sugar Zero, again, covering that flank really nicely. Laz got the opener. Dep, even though he's stuck in the corner, they're able to trade 2 for 1 onto him. But then Cruz just walks in there and starts popping people. Huge place for him, 5 and 3.
Maksudnya yang besar. Dari semua dana kaget cuma dapat 2000. Alhamdulillah masih dapat ya. Terima kasih 17.000-nya Bang Sambuan.
From Pat. Really try to secure this.
Ya, betul, terpisah.
Maghrib sih itu loh. Ben,
Yang pasti apa?
itu trik yang Peperes kan ya? Tapi dia maju ke box yang itu anjing.
Gue nggak ngerti dah. Udah line up flash kayo itu.
Mid space taken, noted here by Crow on this eco round for Zeta.
Will go out, throws it into market to keep it covered so they can't clear. So knows that there's two people that were ready to push up towards pizza.
Alhamdulillah buat ke Alpha ya 2K-nya nambahin itu. Sebenarnya kan dia mau donate 15.000 ya. Dari Daget dapat 2.000 lumayan. Alhamdulillah. Duitnya balik.
Yeah, it looks like they want to avoid the KO. A little bit of a tension, a little bit of a noise bait there from Fox. As the rest of them are moving right in. Depp is playing up close and personal. Has a Phantom. Could do some
Dapat lah nih 2.
Needs to. Sees the arm, but can't get the headshot, so has to just back away. Garnet's now in onto the side. The Blades on the ready. Sugar's here, going to be the first to fall. Jit Boys finding that kill. As Cruz, he beats up onto Heaven. Away, the push coming in. See how long he wants to stay in this position for. Seems like he can stay for a while because Garnet's is there. Keeps him covered. Depp taken down.
Maju nggak sih Bang Garnet?
Reset on the knives, and once again, for Zeta, it's about trying to find value, trying to find some kills. Call it the lurk. Fox has to back away, however. Still have been tagged up very early on in the round, but widely it looks like Zeta just have to give this up.
Iya, minal-minu Lutfi. Mau player batin. Intut larinya ke B ya?
Tahu dia bakal saving soalnya.
Iya anjing banget.
Clean this out, at least do a little bit of extra damage to Talon. They have
Tapi masih ketahuan.
masih
aware.
Masa dicek kanan sih.
Gonna be ready for this angle. No, he's
Cek
not.
anjir, gila banget.
Further value found by Fox. That was one of the weapons held.
Soalnya nggak ada info mid kan?
Sprinting into the site. Says, I've got the stinger. I don't want to survive the round. Give me my death bonus. He's at least granted that. Talon, yeah, I mean 5-1. Does the timeout come through? Right now the clock is still ticking down. I don't know if it's going to be called here.
Bro, udah pakai Q aja ini.
Very concerning for Zeta. They look off in a lot of ways. You know, they had that one good round where it felt like, oh, their protocols were in place. Everybody was doing the right things at the right time. It was a thrifty even. And since then, they are just all kinds of out of sorts. And they're just straight up losing trades. I mean, they're just not accurate.
I mean, the thing is, already 5 rounds locked in. Think about the map. Think about the sides that are being
I know.
played. This is already phenomenal for Talon.
That's why you need the timeout. I mean, this is devastating. You know, a defender-sided map for a defender-sided team.
Si game mulai 5 Mei ya.
So far. I mean, Zeta basically needs to kind of win out in this half. I mean, they have to go 6 in a row for me to feel like they're in a pretty comfortable, potentially comfortable spot. Even then, it's not comfortable. 5 for Talon on the attacker side is really strong. And they're just straight up not winning duels. I mean, they're going to note Laz with the 0 point. They've got 2 pushing towards Depp. He's got the blades out.
To find this opening kill, but just whips and Garnets with a bulldog.
Crouched
finds that elimination. Hunter's Fury now from Laz, desperately trying to catch somebody, but they haven't advanced far enough forward. They don't rush off the back of the kill.
Bakal rank tipis gak malam ini? Abis ini restream langsung rank. Paling gitu ya. Oke. Ini katanya Magic mau main. Ntar malam mah kalau masih ada anak-anak main game lain paling nggak. Nobar gak sih game? Iya makanya gue mau minta izin dulu ntar. Semoga diizinin ya.
Now you're looking at a couple players left on each side. 2-2 split here. For Zeta. Oh, Laz.
He might have gotten.
Masa 2-0 bang.
Either way, he's making a call to back away. Ping's coming down here onto the A site, and this does set up for Fox to have yet another flank. There's the entry paranoia across. We'll catch those in heaven. Doesn't catch the one in hell. The answer is no. Sugar Zero is able to hold it down. Crow as well up in heaven. Finding 2. Pat Jit Boys gone. The time running low. Certainly, this round
terus
is over.
si Pau jijik, buset dah. Ketahuan gak sih?
Tries to find at least a little bit of value, but in the end,
nggak bakal bisa ngeflank kayaknya kalau temennya main.
Ngelurk sopa
the
Ji.
only casualty, Zeta holds strong.
Yeah, I mean Sugar Zero and
Apa
Crow
guna Jit Boy?
having a really good map. Concerning for 10 and Depp, who have not been able to show up here so far. Especially on this defender
Magic
side.
live juga enggak, ntar ngereng katanya Jik.
To really be doing some work. Still haven't seen the operator from him. Just a nice little kind of dump peek there from Garnett. But oh, what a turn from Crow. Great little spray transfer there. That really helps. It's whoever was pushing hell there got.
Malam Bang Ben bagi THR Bang Ben. Lah kamu nggak dapat tadi Rudi. Ya ente berarti Rudi ya.
Really hurt. Side of Talon.
THR hap-hapan juga gak dapet kami
Nice
Rudy.
check. Fox is leading the way here with the Owl. But Fox has been doing a couple lurks, so this might not really sell to Zeta that this is an A hit. Now they're standing pretty firm.
Gak usah izin bang, kan kamu sering berpawaran terkenal sejagat raya Indonesia. Oh ya udah gitu. Bayarin YouTube gua Chris 50 juta buat beli akun YouTube baru. Takutnya hilang yang ini kan. Ya kena Pauji kan tuh.
Just Pat left on his lonesome. Spotted, wants to desperately just go for this plant, try to bait somebody out, but the drone is there to observe. Shock dart right at his feet. The push in from behind the door gets broken. The dart from Laz will be the thing that claims him.
Skip. Lah kalau skip kok komennya gitu bang?
In this half, desperately trying to salvage it.
Kirain berani.
Well, now it feels like Zeta's starting to plant their feet. Like they're starting to find their footing. A fake TP there from Sugar Zero. I think
apa aja rusak bingung mau beri apa kagak.
A little bit of extra time to win that battle underneath, and it's actually going to be Talon.
Benerin lah buset.
We're going to take the first time out.
Masa seorang Chris benerin ganti baru lah.
Zeus doesn't like what he's seeing.
Apa itu benerin?
Try to readjust, but
apa itu servis?
Starting to really do a good job.
Langsung cek kota ya.
Getting some help from Laz and Crow on that one as
Ben,
well.
apa Dean?
Making it really challenging now for Talon, and if they can stabilize a little bit, now you got the hop in the depth hands. Now he can start, really putting some long-range pressure in. If he can be accurate with that, he can do some serious damage.
Bentar lu baca DM gue udah di... Aduh, baca DM bentar ya, gue scroll dulu. Lagi banyak banget nih yang minta THR, puyeng.
Usually you consider that a pretty good half.
Lu ngejelasin apa emang Chris intinya?
For Zeta fans. Zeta win.
Makin entolot gini lu Ben. Bahasa mana lagi entolot? Itu foto siapa itu? Foto Dep. Anjing lucu banget. Ya lu baca aja deh. Ya ntar gue cari dulu ya DM lu ya. Harus nge-scroll 200 orangan kayaknya nih.
I have liked a lot of what I'm seeing from Talon. It's a lot of different looks. It's different players in different spots at different times. Different utility being used in different spots. So now we're getting an even kind of different setup potentially.
Nah ini abangku ya sama player batin wotaku ya.
Try to go for some kind of mid push here. Laz just off the rip with the Odin. Just trying to find a little bit of a lucky shot. But this looks like a crunch potentially through B. Pro rotating over to try to help. Laz gonna have to do some serious damage. Not gonna be able to get the spot with the recon. This is gonna back things off. They're not really able to find this pressure because of this Odin.
Intinya kalau mau server kena 8 ngentot. Ngapain anjir?
Okay, well.
Mending tabung dulu deh.
The ping here.
Kena.
A slight adjustment to the right. And that's Jip Boy's gone. Don't get some. Hello?
Dua Jik.
Pump the brakes.
Itu di luar bimen loh.
What are you doing?
Iya, tapi kan masih abis ke-scan deh.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh no. That's a feeling bad, man.
That's just kind of inexcusable.
Ya si dia yang kena tapi sampai 89 juta anjir.
I know Tom is doing a watch party with this, and I can sense through our bald buff connection that he is also displeased with that. I know how much he hates the Odin.
Coba tanya itu dah, siapa YouTuber yang suka fix iPhone guys?
I love you, Tom.
Puzzling. Say the least.
Ya.
Laz not going to be able to find another one. Cruz does put an
Okay.
reign of terror, but Pro and
Looking
10
good for Jeta.
just as quickly able to strike back. Garnet's now.
Tahu aja kewantep-wantep nih.
Paranoid up.
Sama abang-abangan ranked nih.
Grab the spike, but even planting
Certainly
is probably a far cry. Hope they allow it.
Iya.
Flash over the top. It was turned away from it. Didn't get blinded, but can't draw down that Guardian fast enough to try to answer another kill. So went out the round after some interesting decisions.
Iya Wibu, makasih 30.000-nya Wibu ya.
I don't know. I'm not.
Kok diem ya?
Nggak tahu dah. Apakah ada tag pause?
As good as Talon has looked so far today.
Mana juga dia.
It's
Ini sih gila banget 8 juta ya. Kejadiannya bangun tidur. Tindihan titit apa gimana tuh? Dia mah player batin legenda ya, legenda Kinder. Anjir.
There's Eco, Sheriff's
Spot-spot ngeri juga deh.
Yeah, now the rain now coming through. He's on the low ground. Connection's not found. Managed to avoid him.
They know, obviously the utility as well.
Iya, batin.
But again, it's just Fox kind of on his own, trying to sell something, get some damage into 10. Not much though, just a graze. It's gonna back off 10 into B. It's a full mid rotation. Alarm bot there will confirm it. Crow not gonna opt to spray through the smoke. And just try to make sure that they don't get super deep towards spawn. Marshall shot does connect, but Crow's got it.
Lah, bang.
Bit of a whip there on the frag.
Kena lampu.
Boys is able to inch forward, swings the corner, and given how low he was, single shot from the Sheriff is good enough to do the job. They find the kill.
Laz.
Dr. right at 10's feet. Oh, he's in a bad spot. But Laz
enak. Deket-deket.
Guardian was last round.
That was last, yeah.
Jit Boys now 44 HP in a dream. The turret dissuading him from swinging
Recon.
forward into the site. Knows that there should be one more, but it's the good old classic. Distract him with a recon dart trick. They take him down. Zeta, somehow, some way.
Ya, color yang auto reservice Apple 3-4 juta doang. Nah, coba tuh cek dulu Chris tuh.
Yeah, and if they can, again, if they can get these last 2 rounds, they make it respectable. They make this salvageable.
Enggak sih Chris belum servis itu, cuman pas kalau mau servis dihargain segitu katanya.
Those mollies actually gives Laz a pretty good opportunity because they're kind of tunneled in onto 10's position. And Laz is able to take advantage of that with that crossfire with the Odin. And a really nice recovery here from Zeta. No timeout even invested yet from them, so they still got 2 in the bag if they really need to dig deep and readjust. So XQQ there as the coach doing a good job.
Harga lebaran itu 2 kali lipat.
Letting them recover, believing in them, and it paid off. It may have looked shaky for sure. Shock dart up the back of the Owl drone just to see if he can get him tagged up a little bit, but I think hopefully Talon has learned their lesson with the B-wall shenanigans. How dare you? This is just more honest weapons. I don't know that,
The problem is he has so much money he can do this for like 4 more rounds. I mean, if that happens, it doesn't matter anyway, but even if we just kept going,
yes,
he would just constantly be able to keep flying out.
Well, you've got the Hunter's Fury to counter the lockdown from 10. Laz has a Hunter's Fury that he could potentially pop here. He's able to catch them. They're able to slow up this entry. Maybe he can do some damage. Well, he got 0 pointed, so now they're going to try to displace him with their Hunter's Fury.
Ya habis, terima kasih Gojira Bang Seribu ya.
Nicely done.
Yeah, I mean, Laz was thinking about readjusting, and Garnet swings out. He ends up getting caught by both. Garnet is going to be good for 2 kills.
Strategi B terus sampai gimana, Jik? Buset, kebayit.
Zero with a nice headshot. Does manage to find that in the end.
Miss.
3v4. Spike ticking away. Pat holding close. Should be noted.
Dekat 1 Bang.
That dash came across. Flash down the stairs, swing out from the smoke.
Iya.
Unawares. Talon will finally be able to break this 4-round win streak.
Dibalas lagi.
Bring it now.
Kalau Arya yang berjaya pada like adik masih 300 like-nya ya.
A really nice decision
yang ditulis coach-nya apaan ya? Pasti minor-minor mistake gak sih? Sama kebiasaan musuh.
The ability to just really make Laz uncomfortable here, and that's 2 huge kills from Garnets to break open the site. Cruz on a flank. You got Fox coming out of the smoke from B main. That's everything you want there. Flanks on flanks, layers to the attack. Depth there, missed a crucial shot on the pad as well. That might have given them a little bit more breathing room, where they didn't have to check that angle. They could have maybe held on to that a little bit longer, but overall here, nicely done by Talon. So a lot of ults for them. Still have Laz's Hunter's Fury and a lockdown for the side of Zeta. Let's see if they can find some good use.
Cruz spotted, cancels the ult. Back to mid for him. Again, looking like this B-side crunch, ready to come through.
Lagi.
Pat as well, null command at the ready.
Tembus gak ditigain B ya.
Lockdown at least for a while. Patiently.
The Hunter's Fury right now on the other side of the map. So if they can get a decent read on these positions, and if Laz has a good lineup, he might be able to get a couple tags in on this entry.
Waiting. Ooh. 0 point for 0 point, but Pat kind of shorts his.
Nggak ketahuan nih Cirwis.
No command now, ticking away. Shorty, drawn out, paranoia, not going to connect onto him. As Crow, seeing the jet dash up over the top, pushes out, helps find Cruz. They take him down, the Hunter's Fury, not going to be too much else here for the side of Zeta. They do at least manage to find multiple kills. And for Jit Choice throwing out the ult. Ahead. Scouts their positions, 10, waiting. Shorty be Shorty. Jit Choice gets the headshot, gets the kill. Plant now coming in. If he swung out, if he had interrupted, ooh, could have been monstrous. But now that pushes Pat into a 1v2. Laz spotted. Makes down the ramp. A bit of damage through that wall bang. Push out. We'll be able to get him in the end.
Sama-sama, bro.
Zeta. Ooh. Narrowly tie this up at 6-6.5.
What a timing there for
14 series kalau di webnya 379 udah sampai 8 juta tuh.
In a heartbeat, and then they're able to prevent any isolation of that fight towards the end. Laz there just tracking the movement himself, just parallel motion, make sure that him and Depp double peek and they don't have to worry about that. It's nearly impossible to transfer on a high-low like that. So, okay, I mean, at the end of the day, it's good to see Zeta fight back. It's good to see them be able to string a lot of rounds together themselves. But that's still a pretty darn good attackers have for Talon. And now you need to have, you know, as good or a better one to get to overtime. And I mean, Zeta, they're a good defenders team. It's usually, again, where they do a lot of their damage, where they kind of find a lot of their value.
Masih keyboardnya yang dilihat, iya kan Pogzi keyboardnya bagus.
Even better, it's gonna have to be cleaner than what we saw in Haven, because a lot of those post plants were messy on Haven. They can't afford to have that again.
Certainly cannot. 6-6. Not quite as strong as Zeta would hope here for the defending side start. See how they can manage on the attack.
Yeah, we
Alan though.
Rambut gua kenapa jadi belah tengah gini? Ini udah kayak apa-apa.
I think from both of the teams. So neither really playing with firm footing. This is still very much
But
what a statement it would be. Talon can close this as a 2-0 after not being able to find wins at all.
He's on
Only
vacation.
their second ever map win.
I can read the sign on the right. He's on vacation.
Yeah. His Huga.
Yeah. The other one on the left, I don't have enough time.
I can translate this.
Can you? All right, I'm excited for this. I couldn't, you know.
Yeah.
Malam ya. Oke lanjut push rek.
I'm glad they're
pinggul gue masih sakit lagi nih. THR part 3 ada nggak tergantung map. Ini kalau sampai map 3 ada part 3.
Oh boy. 2-1 on the pistols so far. We'll see if Talon can rack up a third or if Zeta evens the scoreline. As again, looking for more impact from 10 and Depp. It's been a very rough go of it so far.
It looks like to me Zeta's expecting some kind of push out here from Talon. It looked like they maybe thought a hit towards the bell tower.
Bagus parah aja tuh.
Potentially, they had 3 back the turret in a spot where it can spot that as well, or a B main push like a crunch. But that did not come through. But still, a couple in market. Fox out here. Now shut down by 10.
Yeah, gets a little bit of damage across, puts 10 out of 75, but the headshot registers and Fox is dead. Sight completely swarms, just Laz the one hanging back now. This 0 point doesn't necessarily tell him his position. Swinging out, might not find some kills, but he does a hell of a lot of damage. The re-swing up from Cruz will put him down. Laz now.
Buset, enak banget tuh.
Cleans up 2. And that leaves Pat and Cruz
Menang
both
sih
at 22 HP. To try to somehow claw this one back.
All 3 in boats for Zeta. Couple nice shots there from Sugar Zero, and only Pat left to try to get this done. 1v3, it's not going to happen. Crow's going to get the headshot and get the round for Zeta. Huge pistol.
Ya, waalaikumsalam. Kabar batin juga, bro.
Taking the lead for the very first time here on this map. That's going to be a good feeling for him, but maybe I'm speaking this into existence. The thrifties have been pretty damn good from Talon today.
Yeah, well, they both had some good thrifties, but Talon has been
Ya, Minul ya, iya, mapler batin Marjoki.
This could go, you know, with the way
THR-nya
Zeta's
bang
been
lah,
playing,
si
it's been
Darian
shaky
pelit
today.
amat
I
ke
mean,
calon
this is the
suami ya.
first time Zeta's had the lead since round 5 of Haven. That was the last time they had a tire, you know, because that's when Talon won 3 in a row there after Zeta won the pistol in the follow-up initially. So this is important, so important for Zeta if they're going to push this to a map 3, if they're going to win this. this round feels like a must-win.
Yeah. Should be a bit
Anjir.
easier for him. I mean, take a look at Jit Boys. No setup whatsoever. Didn't buy trap wires, cages, just the cam, which has been cleared.
Anjing, formasi di Pirjen nih.
Doesn't have those early alert systems in place. Seems like they're expecting this to end up at B. Zeta, in typical fashion, are just
Anjing,
playing
dipaku
this
gini
one
semua kakinya guys, gak ada yang gerak.
very slowly. Less than a minute now remaining. The spike still stuck outside of B lobby.
Well, and you know, let's be honest, the teams from the old APAC region have a tendency to be aggressive. So you got to be a little bit diligent as well. I'm sure that has to be going through your minds. It looks like this hit is going to go through 10, just making sure that that's clear. You have that tight angle being played by Jit Boys and over for Dap.
Anjir.
Oh,
Asik juga sih Dep garis ke sono.
At least Garnets is going to be sat here in backside. Laz going to be able to find Jit Boys situated up close.
Timing. Iya, ulah Pauji.
Shift over to that shorty to eventually take down Dep, but site is open. And now here.
Ya, kena timeout. Dadah Akbar.
Do you play for a kill, try to take another weapon out of their hands, or you just sit back and try to die to the spike?
You know what I appreciate about Dep is that once he commits to something, he commits.
Sure.
Like, there is just no give up when he wants to create space, when he wants to push. And that is part of the reason that Zeta has been having success recently, is he's usually good for at least 1 or 2 on those entries. And that time around, even though he's having a tough time finding those angles, he knows there's players in both. Okay, Pro finally does find it.
It gets him, and Laz swinging out will take down.
Semua satu aman.
Unable to finish the job there onto the enemy.
Kalau bisa dapat bonus big ini big. 96.
2-0 start here in the second half for the side of Zeta. Weapons now coming online for Talon.
Nah, THR bar, kan lagi kena timeout langsung aja ya kan.
And all you lost was
Biar
that
gak kena
one
timeout
Spectre
lagi.
for Dep. So that's huge. I mean, you keep 3 Bulldogs and a Vandal.
Aduh sakit banget
And they can
pinggul.
go for those
Ya
half
Allah.
armors. They're very well situated going into the next round. And
Ini gara-gara tidur di lantai nih anjir.
pretty clean on the attacker side on this half. Previous time, again, it was the post plants that were hurting them. The executes weren't too bad at all. Now here, looks like they might have been given up the space on the B
Mulai
side.
pakai second
Up
akun
over.
lah.
Now they just
Kena
gotta
timeout
find a
lagi
way
nih
in
mah.
with the rest of them.
Boys wait to see if we can spot anybody at all.
Hi, awas.
Oh, okay, Garnets you have to smash right into his friend's open arms there. Slowed up a bit now.
Anjir, pada di lock semua itu ngapain?
Reveal a cross spray into the smoke will be good for 1. 10 taken out. Laz 2 HP set here. Lumber, will he be able to get anything? Spiked up. Yes, planted, but he's in the sight.
Ben lu dukun siapa? Gua nggak main dukun bang.
Smokes are out.
Really taking their time with this one.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was expecting the
Anjing.
plant to come
Ya,
through,
anjing,
but it
Ben.
looks like they were expecting maybe an aggressive push.
They're so used to waiting for under a minute to even
ketahuan.
attack the site that they were confused what to do once they had it. They're like, oh yeah, we can just plant this now. Lad's gonna be cleared out. Jit Boy's able to find 1, but Dep firing back. Does take out Garnets. Nice spray damage though. Sugar Zero. Knocked down to 24. Has to pull away. Sets up a smoke.
Lah, Crow! Lah, Crow! Oke, nice delay.
Trying to push in, and Jit Boys will be able to eliminate Crow.
Delay dikit, lumayan.
But Sugar's here now versus 3 with the time running low. The camp across. He identifies him. Jit Boys on for the ace. Will get cut down. Dep finding
gila.
in the boats, but Cruz swings in.
Masih dapat, guys.
They should have just enough time to go ahead. Get this diffusion
Masih dapat,
across.
masih dapat.
Talent will be able to go ahead. And
Tuh, sudah pick
deny
lagi.
the 3-round streak here from Zeta.
Yeah, it felt like there that
Ya kapan jadi dukun? Gue juga kagak ngerti nih.
because once they threw out their
Orang nggak main
smoke
dukun kita ya.
towards alley, I think they were expecting a push.
Gula
from
kopi gitu.
Talon, like trying to get aggressive. Maybe while the plant was coming down,
Bacot
trying
lo ya.
to take advantage of the fact that a gun is going to be, you know, not available to really help out. And they didn't. And then there was an updraft from Garnett. It saw Laz's position. Crow got a little
Berikir malah
whiffy
misi.
in B main.
Kadang emang nembak dari
Wasn't
belakang
able
itu
to get a
susah,
kill
bro.
there. Had Crow gotten a kill there, that round could have gone very, very differently, it feels like. But not a bad attempt there from Zeta. Again, good executes. Post plants weren't too bad that time, considering the gun deficit
Ketahuan sorti.
and that kind of thing. But now it's full Vandals in hand for Zeta, and this one feels pretty important. Crow has that spike in hand, drifting back towards
Dua kata lucu hari ini.
A side. You do have
THR.
Laz's Hunter's Fury. Jit Boys has the neural theft already after that big 4K round.
Yeah. No one's playing towards him, though, so he's going to get to use it. It's going to be, in all likelihood, in
THR itu disatuin ya.
Yeah. Dash in, sat here on the site, not too far away. spraying across, hoping for some kind of stray connection here. Crow will get knocked down to about half HP by Pat. Sight is theirs, the plant coming through. See if they can defend this. All 5 members now from Talon.
Love where Laz is playing.
Flash out the back away.
Enak. Depan muka.
Takes him to 50. Garnet goes for the drop down, but Deb.
Saw him.
Yeah,
Anjir si dia bakal ketahuan, Cok.
Finds the kill. And the way out, the neural theft now coming through.
Iya, reload.
Pretty clear the recon dart. Now they know, but the question is, can they do anything about it? Jit Boys swings out. Sugar Zero now taken out of hell. The drop down comes through. Jit Boys again, just doing significant work here for the team. But the Hunter's Fury now comes across. Trying to avoid it. The shot doesn't connect. The push comes through.
What? Patipan.
But he's in onto this spike. The diffusion coming in. And even though it's a bloodbath, it's one player left standing on either side. It is Talon taking this one out from underneath.
Patipan.
That round so
Patipan, what the
the
hell?
Owl Drone never quite identified Depp, and he's able to get a free kill there before he's
emang
taken
konyol.
down. But Jit Boys here, that neural theft.
Udah mulai
So much
tertawa-tertawa
value,
panik
even though that
dikeluarkan.
they're 2-0. And even though Matt runs out
Udah
of
senyum
money,
tuh, nggak
he
kena.
completely prevented Laz from having any hope of getting back into that situation. 10
Gila,
has
masih
to
aja
go
nge-wife
Pat
nih udah
there
game 2, guys.
from Wine if that round is going to succeed for Zeta. So the post plants again are really killing Zeta here. They get onto the site, they have good situations in terms of, you know, free plant, but they can't follow through. Talon's just doing too good.
Depp now not able to push forward. Knives taking away. Knife is taking away his knives. He's got it back.
The transitive
pengen main
property of the
Deul.
knives, I suppose.
Oh.
Didn't realize that.
Across the mid. Can allow for 10 to join in with the rest of the team.
Duelis, duelis. Tadi kan main duelis, Bang, buah.
Thrown out of this.
Duelisnya buat break tadi.
Pat not having his own. Corner for 10, take it down. Fox does find that kill as he swings out. Looks for another. Put some damage into Crow, but cannot find the elimination. And Sugar Zero approaching out of a main. Gets that crossfire. Pat falls.
What a flash from Crow there.
Spike planted.
Spike planted 3.
Oh iya, Bro, nanti
Wrap around coming through and
Jadi gue mau ngomong sesuatu dah.
Laz's position.
Berita yang sedikit buruk
Now over towards heaven. Jit Boy still in the mix. He's been
seputar perstreamingan.
We'll see if he can be so once more.
Oop.
Just keeping on top of that box. Doesn't know which way to look. Ends up falling. Jit Boy's gone as well.
Bang, baru kapan keluar? Nanti Rabu kayaknya. Mau kawin, gigi lu kawin bilang-bilang, nikah baru bilang.
The recon goes in, gets the ping, he pulls off of it. The dart now cleared. Gets the second one, taps it, trying to bait him
Oh
out.
my god,
He'll be
Eliza.
able to get the headshot. Zeta narrowly managed to reestablish the lead.
Mau jadi wife,
I mean, I
bacot
am
banget.
just absolutely on pins and needles every round. It's
Bakal
just
caranya
crazy
rungkat? Enggak,
how
bukan
close
caranya
these all
rungkat.
are. I mean, a pretty decent entry here. A good clear of tree by the side of Zeta. Again, a really good flash and follow-up. Sugar Zero hitting some good shots. Jit
Tapi
Boys
lo orang
are crazy
nangis
better.
sih.
I guess it doesn't matter too much who's
Lu
playing
kasih tahu.
down today. They're popping. But Laz finds a great timing there. Pops the head through the wall. Now Garnett, it's his turn for the
Tiles
blades.
crunch?
Oh my god!
It's not even a tiles crunch. It's just
Warung-warung
a nice
bukan.
little stroll down mid. Comes up with a kill. Looks for a second. Only a couple knives left to work
Oh
with.
my
and that's
god,
the
Garnett.
reset. A great updraft. Suddenly now in a 3v3.
Flash from Pat as well.
Yeah.
Set that up.
B-site though, unoccupied. Everybody from Talon swarming around the back. Weapons recoverable. We'll go ahead and get a little bit of added firepower. As again, something about these guys when it comes down to thrifties. Just know how to push the pace.
Spike planted.
Alarm bot goes off, puts out that vulnerable. Garnett's not going to be too bothered by it.
It helps when you have Garnett with the blades. That's a big key.
Okay, Nano goes down. Ooh, spots Laz. 0 point. Nullifying him for now.
Pindah live show. Jangan di-spill.
Somebody has to be playing within the side
Diam lagi
itself.
fokus dulu gua nih, nonton dulu nonton. Nanti aja ngobrolnya.
Now they know 10 lines up one, tries to snap back on. He's good for the third.
Malah di attack udah jadi jangkar lu Ten ya.
No pop on the nano swarm. The dart could be good.
Mati dong.
Goes
Oh,
into
nggak
the
kena.
backside. 10 so very low. But he's
Mati.
avoiding him until that second one comes across. But
No
Fox
time, no time.
doesn't have time. He's aware of this. He wants to try to take some weapons out of the hands of Zeta, but
YouTube tutup, gelo, YouTube tutup.
So we'll just go ahead, go down to the spike, not give over any other charge, any other money. But Zeta managed to stretch it now by 2.
I mean, 10 saves this round.
20 ya last ya.
Having a struggle
Jadi di Heaven
here
rada
on
goyang, di
Ascent,
sini
but
nge-carry
this is a
loh.
key moment. I love the dash, not the dash, but just kind of the
Pindah
walk
kagak
by
ada
by
pindah-pindah.
Garnet to start the round. That was cool. But then here, he breaks 10's crosshair, but 10 resets for Pat instantly. Turns right back into
Apa
Garnet.
tuh Hiwin?
That's a
Ntar tuh
huge
kan
play.
lagi nobar.
No reaction. He is just focused. That was, whew.
It always seems like when 10 comes alive,
Sakit
it's
perut
in
lagi gua ah.
Yeah.
That was where he got that
Wah, keyboardnya bagus
monstrous,
anjing.
was it 4K or 3K in round 10.
DBang mau
whichever
berkembang,
series that
gimana mau
was. This time,
AP-nya lagi yang dikembangin, udah gede semua.
round win.
Ooh. Oh,
connections are there.
The stars are aligning.
I'm building up my Pepe Sylvia board here of my conspiracy theory
Jadi
about
gimana
10
Ben?
and all
Nanti.
the correlations.
It's like you,
Buruan baterai gua habis.
before
Bukan
we
urusan
did
gue.
this today, we got the Ouija board out and we like, it's like
Wah.
went to right to the
No
number.
grill bro, oh itu
Oh my
grill di kiri,
God.
grill.
What's happening?
It's been a slow start, but definitely, I mean, a monstrous round for him when Zeta so desperately needed as they try to take this into a map 3. Granted though, again, that was an
Dimas Kun, terima
thumbs
kasih
down.
3 bulannya.
You know,
Jadi
it was
gitu
the 10th
iya,
round for
betul.
them. You could say that was a portent.
Mau pindah CSGO. Apa-apaan itu?
Garnet's willing to risk
Kocak
it all.
lu.
Gonna be glass cannon. Just the operator. I mean, not even cloud bursts.
Revealing area.
And that doesn't mean that 10 played poorly. That's another word for like a premonition.
Yeah.
In case anybody is confused.
Pat is gonna push this?
Lah.
And he's gonna win it. Okay, he's gonna trade it. Crow does
Si Dep ngelamun apa enggak?
But you take that
Kenapa
out of
tuh?
the equation.
Yeah.
I mean, you take down, you know, a really key
Join
piece of
Halilintar
Zeta's
family tuh.
attacks.
Dia ngaco,
You know,
otak
a
lu
guy
pada
who
memang.
is, again,
Pindah
unafraid to
Jakarta,
create space and is
enggak.
generally pretty good at it. So now you've got to kind of find other ways to make this work. And the slow shift back over towards the A side.
Mau
Meanwhile,
jadi pro
Talon
player
stays in this
C4,
2-2
C4 apaan
split.
lagi? Hah?
You got Cruz and Tree, Jip Boys up in heaven.
Krisis 4.
You have the Hunter's Fury to counter the lockdown if it is used by 10.
Cage triggered.
Yeah, the cage is down, and Zeta trying to get through the door, trying to clear the angles with those shock darts. Turret as well.
But I mean, it's just a usual exchange. They don't get themselves the site at all.
Lu.
No, there's nothing of value gained.
Jadi nggak
Really.
fokus.
There's an extra smoke that's popped by Cruz. So you got that going for you.
I mean, 2 cages.
Tapi jadi tebak-tebakan deh. Shh, diem dulu ini lagi nonton nih. Si Jeta nih. Masa kalah, kocak banget.
Gets that fragment out.
Cameras
Orang bukan berdua, apa berdoa sampai map 3 biar dapat THR part 3, bro.
Cruz is gone, but Fox now opening up with the Hunter's Fury, looking to delay. Knows that there's so little time left on the clock.
Yah, dibokong.
As well, but didn't tick fast enough to spot Laz. He makes his way through, and with a couple seconds spare, that plant comes down.
Mau masuk pesantren aji, wek. Emang kenapa kalau masuk pesantren kena boy?
Running out.
Kan baik pesantren, kok lu ketawain? Maksudnya apaan?
It's just a double stack here into hell, and these shock darts, if placed correctly, could be monstrous. They see Crow, they flush him over to the opposite side. Crow finding one, and Garnets just cannot steady the aim. Zeta, again, will barely be able to pull out the round victory off the back of Talon's time.
Tuh, kan? Dah. Kinder Boy ini lah tuh, sampai error ngentot lah.
Really having a monster game right
itu
now.
udah balik lagi nih.
22, 9, and 10. Him and Sugar Zero doing a great piece of work. Crow once again on this KO, finding a ton of value. Tons of great flashes, tons of great utility.
Plotisnya gue matiin. Nah, ninja, let's go.
Utility usage, all these things have looked so good, and that's another spot there early.
Yep.
And that's going to keep 3 players. So the weak
Ini
side
kalau
here
kena ke 11 kutukan sial banget nih Jeta nih.
will be the B side that it seems
Kena tritis sekali ya.
Zeta's at least somewhat interested in exploring. Will be the owl to check through to mid. The ping comes out.
Karena THR-nya lah, tadi gua kasih 20 juta nggak dapet full.
Try to crunch through mid if
Duit palsu
Zeta
berarti,
tries to
sorry
come
ya.
through there. Try and see if you can find some value out of those sheriffs, but Zeta right now avoiding any detection. But by avoiding detection, you know, Talon has quite a bit of information about what's going on the map because they have the They have the camera in B main. They have all mid. They have pushed out all the way to top mid. They know exactly where they are now.
Yeah.
Awan.
Cam now cleared out. No
Pasti
trap
B,
wire set up.
kawan.
Jitboy still holds on to the rest of his util.
Oh, what a knife.
Knife is going to be spotting 4 players from the side of Zeta. And with this little time remaining, as it often is when they get ready to go for the side exec, this becomes a very precarious position to be in. Lockdown,
Amer,
however,
tahu belum kelihatan tapi nanyain tadi.
helps them out a bit.
Tapi nggak nonton lab, kocak lu.
Try to clear.
Preman ini.
By the look of things, but not going to happen. So I mean, it's going to be some. Oh no, they get it at the very last second. Lockdown is destroyed. Jitboy's good for one, but before he gets taken down, Cruz pushes out. Laz should have the jump.
Oh my god, Dep. Gila. No thrifty, bro.
Again, it's a decent attempt here from
Di
Talon.
game boy nobar belum izin nanti gua kabarin ya. Doain aja.
With 2 players left, they go ahead, they close out that round. They now bring it to map point, 1 more,
Bukber.
and we are going to split.
Bukber Syawal
You
bagaimana?
can't fault Talon at all on this macro game that they played this round. Like, the big picture was great. They had all the information. They had a perfect read. They're able to put themselves in good positions. Just not quite able to execute. And yeah, clearing that lockdown at the last second was huge. But then Depp just having a phenomenal 4K. Gives Zeta a potential chance at a third map here. The very worst overtime.
Turret. Right spot there.
Terdapat poin selain ngebet gimana Ben? Nonton.
Swing out from top mid. A little bit too
Uy,
late to find
expensive.
the
Terima
punish.
kasih 5 bulan dah.
Which Garnet's off the angle.
Gara-gara nama lu pakai 3, fotonya jadi 3 tuh.
Get that null command.
Kocak juga YouTube.
Make these executes a little bit easier potentially, but right now, orb control very much on Talon's side.
Lah!
It's gonna whiff on that first shot.
Gak dapet anjir.
Oh, Pat.
Oh, the flash shot.
Patipan. He's back, he's back.
Solo play from him. Kicking Zeta back. Here when they so desperately want to try to close this out, Pat now just lurking within the smoke. But is he going to be ready when this dissipates? He's just going to back away from it. Oh, he regresses forward and will be able to take him down. Doesn't eat too much damage either. Smoke up, the timing blooms just before Garnet would have gotten in sight. Cruz a little bit too slow to clear the nano swarm. He'll be forced out of position. Garnet looks to hold and the shot whips. He does not find the
Ya Allah, nge-wife 2 kali itu si Garnet.
Good for another one. A 2v2, the spike now stranded, the flank comes
Oke,
in.
belum bro.
Finish off 10 to keep Talon afloat. 3 more to go to take us into OT.
Cara ngebalap naik bot gimana? Gak akan bisa.
Coming out of tree.
Monstrous.
Just absolutely nasty.
5 juta bisa lah.
That 2K, even though Zeta's able to fight back pretty nicely. Let's watch this again. Gets both of them. Depth though, able to turn it up that he can feel comfortable re-peeking. 10 there, taking him out. Some great spots here. A nano in that corner gave away Cruz's position, so they're able to clear him out. But Jitboys has been phenomenal on this cipher. Absolutely phenomenal. So much valuable information that he's able to get. Depp now with the Blade Storm. Shorty to boot. Garnet still with the operator. A lot of ults here. Crow with that no command. Laz with the Hunter's Fury. So a lot of abilities to make a good execute for Zeta. You almost feel like they can get the spike down, they can get to a spot. It's just
tungguin aja bro, santai bro.
they lock it down after that.
Garnet kalau masih nge-wife juga sih kocak deh.
Has his null command for their potential retake.
Kalau mau spread follow tuh mending slow apa fast, tergantung orang sih. Tergantung orang bro.
Widely been getting an immense amount of value out of him.
So many.
Yeah, I think it's probably his 4th, maybe 5th.
Yeah, feels like that. Again, Zeta's just taking their time, working the middle of the map. Pat.
Timing! Timing banget Ajik.
Finds the timing. That's now the knives canceled.
That's a null command gone.
Yeah, I'll push out. He sees one. That's the fragment down on that left-hand
Mati.
side.
Oh my god.
Shoot a
Cakep, Patipan dapet timing bro.
3 just locking down mid. Cruz trying to join in, does eventually fall.
Kertas karton mouse terbaik, City Indo kapan lagi bulan depan harusnya.
The Talon
Beres si game.
very much is in their hands.
Orang-orang pakai ansif itu buat apaan ya? Biar nggak ini, biar nggak kecengklak tangannya.
They don't want to give up just yet, and it has to be a save here for Zeta. The money is run out, is run dry, and they have to keep these rifles.
2v4 sih enggak dulu bro, nggak ada waktu.
Huge round once again. Now Pat's sitting on mad stacks. They have the Oda and they still have the operator. Those big investments stay in the hands of Talon through that round. Still though, you have the big ultimates from Laz and Crow, so tools to work with for sure. But just ridiculous timing. And then that, paranoia too. Phenomenal.
Big smile on his face. Pat having very much woken up across these last 2 rounds, but they're still not out of the woods yet.
Udah 5 kali ini ya. Terima kasih player Jawa 10.000-nya. Maaf player batin juga.
See if Talon can try to continue to get some round victories and draw those out. Bai does get scrapped together here.
Aman aja. Udah dimaafin.
Half armors across the board for the side of Zeta, so going to gonna find themselves in a good position. What I mean to say. Pat's gonna be forced back. Dep on the chase, looking to shut him down, but Pat.
Oke, Patipan. Apakah ini hari kamu di Asen?
The door now shut.
Itu kakinya.
Game there. Will be okay in the end.
Patipan gak ketahuan? Oke.
Hugging the corners, finds the second elimination. Hunter's Fury, they turn their sights over towards Pat, but they still haven't been able to displace him.
Iya, lagi reload lagi. Enak, dimajuin pakai Oding sama. Anjir, lari ke CT. Anjay, Broku 1 tahun. Terima kasih Broku 1 tahunnya, Broku. Kelas sudah ganti kodoknya, Cok.
They'll be able to put a couple guns together for the next round with Zeta, but it probably won't be the full buy, especially now with Laz going down. Jip Boy's holding it down, and Pat, 3 rounds in a row here, has put Talon in a position to force it overtime. See if they can just make this a 2-0, and this is going to be finally a timeout from Zeta.
Yeah. First one and the last opportunity to use it.
Might as well, I suppose.
Try to stabilize in some way. We'll see what the buy looks like. I mean, obviously the loss bonus is there, given the Talon have won the last 3 consecutive.
Bos Sambil, makasih 1 game member.
But
I think they might have to
Pulsar para break bagus kah? Gua pakainya para kontrol. Para break belum pernah.
Laz had a good amount of money. So
yeah.
Maybe he can get.
There was like 1,600
secondary buy for somebody, but
Sugar Zero maybe. Somebody had like 1,600 sitting in there as well. What's up?
Look how much fun our fans are having.
That's right. You too could be having this much fun.
Join us live in the studio. I'm gonna choose a day. I'm gonna do some Oprah stuff and start giving away cars.
Some Oprah stuff.
You never know when it's gonna happen.
Bees.
Everybody gets bees.
Everybody gets bees. I was wondering where you're going with that for a second. I'm like, you're gonna what now? Oh, Oprah stuff.
Give everybody a nice prize.
Agak lag apa emang gua doang?
It's like
lu doang.
A ramen or something.
It's a Hot Wheels car.
That's even better.
I bought everybody a Lamborghini.
If you gave me a Hot Wheels car, I'd be pretty excited about
OT
that.
nggak sih ini? OT lah ini.
I'm not hard to please.
Well, taking a look.
Dapat 1 nih, Garnet.
The loss bonus is helping them out.
Yeah, so they are able to scrape it together.
Question is, how does this fight go? Does he get a
Tembak.
shot? Oh my goodness! How?
Gak kena tapi
Had
bro.
gone right between the legs. Dep, buy a lottery ticket or something because somehow he survives. Crew's just going to be backing away. The drone getting ready to peek its eyes through into main. Paranoia across. Does find one, but still gets the headshot. Crew's playing close enough that he gets vision. Is this the way that Zeta can
Mau
get
hap
themselves
gak?
back into this
Oh,
series?
tanya tuh Bu.
Here we go. Post plant's now just going to use this fragment to buy some time. You've got the deep post plant positions for Sugar Zero and Laz at A main. Everybody else right on point.
The Odin forces them out of hell. Everybody now out onto the site. It's just too risky to try to play there under that kind of pressure. Drop down coming through the flash timing. Looking good and somehow Jip Boy, he gets the shorty across. Dep's gonna be taken down. Pat finds 10. It's just Sugar Zero and Laz left alive. The flash in deep, the drop down, they get themselves onto the
Maaf player batin Abiu 6 bulan, terima kasih 6 bulan.
Desperately trying to get them off of this one. He puts a little bit of damage down.
Kakinya gak kelihatan.
Gets the defuse. Laz might
Jangan ngadi-ngadi Ben, ini OT Bang, gimana?
I don't know if Laz just couldn't see the feet or something there at the end. He was spraying
Kocak
wildly
lu,
trying to
kocak.
find it. I don't know if he just lost control
Kocak.
of the mouse or what, but oh my goodness. Overtime. Well, here we go. A 6-6 across both sides for both halves.
Gara-gara gua jinx langsung
Put us
OT
through, and
beneran.
that looked good until all of a
Player
sudden,
Jawa, terima kasih. Satu game member ya.
that flash hit Depp
Yang
enough,
dapat
and then
siapa
he
itu?
panic updraft right into the open arms of Garnett's operator. So
Saya nggak ngerti ini game apa. Nih, di game
don't
mbak-mbak
I mean,
tembak-tembakan.
yes, the flash timing from Pat, absolute perfection. But Chip Boy,
Aku dapat
something about
membernya,
him,
mantap.
and jumping out of heaven leads to death and demise. for Zeta
Lagunya
here
udah kayak
in
di film-film
this
nih.
map. Him getting that shorty kill, it starts the domino effect, and the retake eventually comes in.
unbelievable. What a final round. I mean, so many insanely close rounds, top to bottom, throughout this entire series. So these, Talon, this is the Talon we were hoping to see more of coming into this season. Coming alive big time. We saw it early against Team Secret. Certainly, they looked good. But since then, they hadn't found a single map win. And now, no reason to cut funds here.
Siapa yang mau member 10 kali?
Vandals,
Member,
full armors,
katakan HBB.
Phantoms here and there, but
I'm
ngomong
glad we're not
abu.
seeing, any glass cannon
no
stuff
glass
yet.
cannons?
Bang,
I wouldn't mind if Depp tried it.
kelas juga.
I wouldn't be against it.
Give
But
him
he
the
hasn't
pressure.
been, but he hasn't been super great with the
Kan kalau nggak member nggak bisa ngegip ya.
I'd say neither. Your
Ben, oi,
guys
Q.
haven't hitting too many shots, so
Yeah.
JB, oh si
we swap
JB.
sides. We'll see if Garnet's is still feeling it. Either way, here we go. First on the attack is Talon. Garnet's just looking to gain some space here at mid, but this is heavily stacked at the moment by Zeta. 3 players strong. The flash out depth, trying to play on the back of it. 10's gonna find first blood. Pat taken out.
Spike down.
As well, getting involved. Now they know where the
Buset, buset, buset.
Dash to the opposite side of
Dapat dimati Garnet.
the smoke. They flush him out.
Sampai 3 orang tuh lihat tuh.
4v2. Kid Boy's around the back, put some damage down on the Laz, but he doesn't need to take the fight. They just have to hold the spike.
Played ring around the Rosie.
Weh, kelihatan?
Foot. Does he realize that it's 2 players though on that left side?
Oh.
Kid Boys taking a pot shot. Gun barrel. Spotted.
Oh,
They continue to hit
cakep.
jump box.
Kiri lu Pauji masih ada Pauji.
A 2v2. Another noted.
Gila Pauji. Aduh.
Sugar
Jit
Zero
boy.
will be able to close it out. Zeta narrowly scraping
Wah, tuh
by.
V4 tuh.
Switching sides.
Bailed out by the Omen at the very end, and now that point again in their hands and immediately execute Q's.
Apakah Jetta akan bisa closing adik-adik ya?
About how this attack is going to go.
It's a great read. It's a great crunch on the mid here, kind of sensing that this was going to happen. And then they've got the spike down. Everything should be in place for them. Thank God for Sugar Zero there for Zeta. What a timing that Talon found to push that angle right as Laz was setting up that recon dart. He sent it in towards mid, so he must have thought that someone had rotated
OT
or something for
2020,
Talon.
buset, gelo pisan.
Losing track of a player cost them an extra, almost cost them the round.
I mean, yeah, given that it started as a 4v2.
Yeah, no, I know.
Having it be that close.
Wow, it's a grill.
The fans are definitely on.
Whoa.
There are a lot of Zeta fans here, and they are on pins and needles.
They're sitting on the Talon side of the arena as well.
They're taking over.
Bold to be flashing those signs in enemy territory.
With mom.
But okay, question now becomes, do we go again? Do we get a second
Asli gak nonton
OT?
bareng emak tuh.
Do we find the reset?
Gisel, emang mirip ya?
Or will Zeta
Agak.
finally be able to close out their map pick of Ascent and take us to Split?
It feels like you could flip a coin.
Split lagi nih map 3
You
nih.
said you didn't want to see it. Well, there's the glass cannon. It is coming through for
Going for it.
Garnets.
All right. See what kind of value can be found here. Knife over across just to check out on short. One spotted. That narrows down, if they're suspecting that Garnets will go for this glass cannon, narrows down what positions he could be in, at least for the time being.
Yeah, again, this has been Zeta's MO on their attacking half, is take some time, look for the push-outs, check some angles, but this is often given Talon a lot of ability to read the map, a lot of space.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was going to say. They're taking time, but they're not taking space.
Exactly, exactly.
No control whatsoever over towards A. They haven't even really blinked at mid. And it looks like in the end, unless they decide to split off, this could just end up being a full 5 shove through B main.
Here we go. Got a little bit of Cypher utility.
Buset.
Whoop. Oh, that went to market. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I lost track of it.
Dua
Not
lane.
even reading this canvas here.
Nope. This is
Right here.
potentially dicey.
Darts did not land though. Jit Boys tagged down to 70, didn't get the reveal. Sets up for the shorty, expecting the push. Flashes come across. He's still gonna be good. For
Wah,
one tap.
dapat
Coming
satu,
fire
mantap.
by
Patipan
two.
2.
10 and Laz, both gonna be taken down.
Whoop.
Dep only able to find one.
Oke.
Again, it's gonna be
2v1,
Sugar
2v1,
Zero.
1v2.
Clutch this out, but look at where the spike is. You
Kita
have to
lihat
get through
apakah
Pat.
bisa closing.
Position
Bang Sugar.
noted. Paranoia goes across.
Oh, dia nggak tahu.
Counter swing
Wah.
out. Garnets will
Belum
find
bro,
one
belum
for
bro.
the operator, and we are going
Lanjut,
again.
lanjut.
Yeah, great job here by Pat at the end, not to give up, to play his life, to allow the reinforcements from Garnet to come with that op and get that kill. But this is absolutely wild, and they commit so much to try to displace Jit Boys, and Pat finds a great timing, a couple great shots.
Yeah,
Put this round away. He's been snappy.
The quickness to get that shot onto 10. I mean, you never know if that Killjoy gets situated backside.
Gue diam dulu ah,
Go the way of
takut.
Zeta.
Aku diam dulu ya.
We have our reset. Zeta
Kalau
back.
dimarahin sama adik-adik.
Talon looking to apply some very quick, aggressive pressure over towards A.
Camnya bagus camnya. Terus dia buka terus kan jadi nggak ketahuan.
0 point connecting. Advance forward, the drone now coming out. The rest of the team positioned over here, pushing now through tree. Window already broken. Garnet's looking for the push.
Yeah!
It all! Depp and Crow get taken down. Garnet's with a monstrous flank finds them. And Sugar Zero this time cannot be the hero. Eliminated. As Pat swings around. Laz gone, and it's looking like a flawless.
Buset, Patipan, sangat betul.
10 will be able
Anjir, dari bawah tuh ditembusin.
but needs an ace clutch with 8 HP. If they don't want to get themselves back into a map point.
There's just almost no way here. Now with it being watched by Fox, yeah, he's good for the final. What a round here from
14,
Talon.
bro.
I mean, that push there just never got heard or never got registered. There was a smoke all the way on the stairs at the back of A from Cruz. Nobody reacts to it from Zeta.
Like-nya masih 1K aja, 300.
Potentially some indication that was happening, but completely the protocols just fell apart there for Zeta. Everybody fell back and no one was watching tree. No one was doing that one crucial job that needed to be done.
Zeta kenapa bang? Kurang tahu nih.
And excuse me, Sugar Zero.
Talonnya sih yang lagi wow
It's just,
nih.
Right into it.
Yeah, it's a
Tanpa
huge play
Sushi
from
Boy bisa
Talon.
OT nih guys.
You know, forcing errors against Zeta, and that's been a way that they've been getting a lot of these rounds. Is, you know, Zeta's been crumbling under the pressure. The protocols haven't looked as good. The communication has not looked as good today. And Talon has been much better.
Just getting tucked away the line orb taken by Crow.
Talon nih di 4 minggu ini belum pernah menang guys.
Have a potential to have that null command online.
Masih 0-4 deh.
Everybody though from Zeta grouped up here at A. Site is abandoned by Talon, so it is going to end up being
full
a
retake,
retake.
full retake, 5 lawan 5. Ayo. Kita lihat akan sekewas apa perangnya ya.
In case anybody's forward in that heaven position.
This is it, do or die. Retakes have been shaky. Or, excuse me, post plans have been shaky for Zeta. Talon's had some pretty good retakes. Let's see if they can dial up one more.
Looks like that dart was going to find some damage on the Deb, it does not.
Patipan kenapa nggak mau ke bawah?
Avoids getting chipped up with that paranoia, cuts across, finds a couple, drop down into the smoke, and Jit Boys again, finding the opening
Tawan
kill.
satu di bawah.
Crow here in hell needs to hold tight, but he cannot. Garnet gets him in the end. They tap onto the spike. 3 players left to try to make it happen. Cruz, Jit Boys both going to fall. Sugar Zero going to be taken down. Laz finds Garnets. That's the diffuser taken out. Swap over onto the shorty.
Oh!
He needs the kill. He finds it. The Hunter's Fury opened up. He eats the shot. One more to try to finish him.
Got it.
The tap.
What?
4. We'll tie it up once again. 14-14. We keep going.
Switching sides.
I don't even know.
Overtime.
These are all so close. Every round, it comes down to these
Dapat tuh
1v1s.
ya.
I mean, Laz has been good for
Lah
a couple.
Foxy itu kalau nggak
He's faltered, but this time,
kena
gets
ulti
that
juga
Hunter's
harusnya nggak ada
Fury,
waktu sih.
Gets the tag right as it's about to happen. Huge there that Pat's just a little bit off. As good as Pat has been in this second half, since the second half. That one right there.
Ngetap 2 kali deh.
Absolutely massive. And we go again.
Caution here.
Belum habis sih.
Every twist and
Patipan
turn.
sih.
Not coming away with these easily whatsoever. Fox setting up for the market dart, trying to see if anyone's there. Don't want to be spotted. 0 point as well. coming up short. Deb, the one looking to hold the line. Smoke will come through.
Aku diam dulu.
Just go for some blind timing shots here. Dash at the ready. He wants to push it. Oh, dashes over to the side. Still somehow manages to find one. Screws being taken down could be a major boon here for them, but at the same time, Jit Boys breaks open market. All that KJ util now at B, absolutely worthless, just scrap laying on the floor.
Goblok. Twitch kenapa sih? Astagfirullahaladzim. Gue liat di kanan atas nih. Makasih Samsung iklannya.
Spike retrieve, dart cleared, they know. Pop flash out. The drop down, Fox inching over towards the site.
Konyol.
This position, and he's good for it. Sugar Zero cannot find the kill.
30 seconds left.
The timing on that cross just broke the crosshair enough that he wasn't able to stabilize it.
Premium dong.
There from Talon.
YouTube Abu dim lu.
Launches task here.
15.
Spotting him just a bit sooner. Finds the kill, and Talon once again get themselves to a match point.
I mean, that player jumping there made it just a little bit more difficult. Now it's Talon's turn. Go for the timeout. You only get one in overtime, right?
Perex kapan main? Gue nggak tahu. Pokoknya minggu depan tuh ada RRQ dah, hari Minggu dah. Belum lihat jadwal lagi.
Makes sense here. You know, you want to close this out now.
Here.
Well, there's no timeout. That was just I was baited by that graphic.
Pening Marv apa Tens? Beda roll, Bang.
They have not used it yet here in
I
OG.
thought that would be a perfect time to take it here. Just try to guarantee this round. Just end this now.
I think that Zeus is just looking at the team and he says, you know what? I don't want to give
Pita,
Zeta the
makasih
opportunity.
untuk member
I don't
Pita.
want them to be able to calm
Player batin
the
Pita.
coach, try to correct their attack protocols. So leave them out, completely blind.
Mau tanya kalau YouTube Premium kan nggak kena iklan, nah itu tetap dapat duit di situ. Harusnya sih
No
tetap.
forward positioning whatsoever. I mean, they're set back behind Gelato at the moment. They have no clue if
Ini kalian kalau mau premium aja bro, nggak usah mikirin iklan, santuy aja bro.
So they know that somebody is going to be playing.
Enak kan kalian nonton nggak kena iklan.
Timing peak there with 10 and depth.
Banyak tuh kan yang jual YouTube Premium, gas lah.
Wise to it. Backs
Gue
right
juga
out.
pakai premium soalnya.
Towards A main now, trying to get a peek up and over off the boxes. All that Cypher utility once again. Jit Boys, who's been just absolutely
Pakai adblock aja ya, itu mah terserah lu.
Yeah.
Just time after time.
Look at the cage setup as well.
Yeah.
Set up that cage trigger. One way on the one side. Dep not going into the trap wires. They're a little bit deeper, and eventually it looks like they will, get taken out, nullified. Jit Boys, however, able to find one, but Sugar Zero
Bentar, 3 lawan 3, 1 sekarat, bentar.
when the team needs him the
Bentar
most.
ya.
To be shut as 10 lurks on the opposite side of it. That does leave 2 players disconnected now here onto the site. And Garnet is pushing the pace, and that might just be it. He finds them both, and now 10 has to retake versus 3. The door broken open. They know exactly where he is. The Nano Swarm goes across.
Kemenangan pertama untuk Talon adik-adik GG ya.
Talon will close it 16-14. A 2-0 victory over Zeta.
Ada yang rungkat.
From Talon, and the relief is palpable. You know that they wanted this so bad. There's hugs all around. Cruz is wiping his face, and certainly they needed it. They came into the day looking like they were having fun, looking like they were pumped up, looking like that talent of old. And they were able to get this a very tough fought day. That ascent was crazy.
Oke, langsung pada intinya adik-adik. Jadi kan tanggal 20, wow grill. Tanggal 29 apa namanya? Juni itu kan udah kurban. Nah, rencananya kan mau ada kobaton kan waktu apa namanya? Sebelum Idul Adha. Nah, tapi kayaknya aku tidak bisa melakukan itu tahun ini. Karena nggak tahu kenapa, gue takut aja nih udah feeling aja. Kalau misalnya sebaton PC nggak mati, takut nggak bisa dipakai daily. Tapi kalau streaming tetap bakalan sehari bisa 2 kali lah, mungkin. Di kecewa. Emang lu mau donate berapa, Raihan? Terus ditanya ya kan. pengen kan, cuman event buat 1 tahun sekali. Niatnya juga buat ibadah ya, niatnya buat ibadah. Cuman begitu. Gak apa-apa bang, at least milestone sapi. Iya boleh lah kalau milestone itu. Cuman nggak bisa tonnya nggak bisa kayaknya bro. PC gua sehari tetap harus dimatiin nih. Jadi gua patok kayak sehari gua pakai PC 10 sampai 13 jam lah. Ben, skin Phantom paling enak menurut lu apa? Recon sama yang baru sih kayaknya. Begitu adik-adik, gimana? Ya kan? Kobaton misalnya ntar udah berapa puluh jam, sampai ratusan jam mungkin. Di tengah-tengah PC-nya ke dokter. Soalnya yang udah-udah, oh ini PC temen gua yang lebih bagus dari gua juga ke dokter. Kan saya makin takut gitu. Ya. Gitu, bro. Ya udah kita restream dulu adik-adik ya, nanti mau main nama Magic. Cuman kalau misalnya Magicnya belum ada, nanti gua ini dulu lah, apa namanya? Solo dulu paling ya, sambil nunggu Magic. Oke. Sambil menyiapkan layar gepeng dulu nih, belum layar gepeng gua. Ujung-ujungnya nggak jadi beli kaunya, takutnya begitu. Malah ke PC ya kan?
Ben?
Oh iya kenapa bro? 2-0 bro?
Lah 2-0 anjing.
2-0 bro, OT bro, kocak dah.
Udah feeling gue, untung udah mandi nih.
Udah mandi? Nih gue mau restream dulu Jik. Mau main lo, jadi?
Ayo.
Oke bentar ya. Gitu adik-adik ya, oke. Mohon dimengerti. Misalnya kalau misalnya nggak kekumpul milestone atau apa juga, ya nggak masalah lah. Gue tahun ini nggak kurban juga ya. Namanya lagi kurang mampu mah, jangan dipaksa lah. Oke. TTD semuanya, sampai jumpa di streaming selanjutnya. Mungkin 5 menit ke depan, 10 menit ke depan. Kita bakal push rank bersama S Magic. Jadi tungguin ya. Dadah. Terima kasih yang sudah menonton, yang sudah bermaaf-maafan, yang sudah join member, yang sudah nge-gift juga, nge-like dan nge-donate. Ya, terima kasih bro. Langsung aja, tanpa banyak bacot.